Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you are, wherever you are. Aloha, this is Manny from Good Dog Press, and welcome to my computer room. I have, I always do that. You know that? That is so horrible for me. I always leave my stuff on, Risey. You're supposed to make sure that I get everything right, Risey.
Sorry.
At least it was really soft.
Yeah, it's better when it comes through like blaring in your
Yeah,
ears.
it was super soft because remember I told you my iPad wasn't working, so I opened up another window. Forgot to turn off the sound.
Yeah, I do
Okay.
that as well.
Oh, we got So, so without further ado, people, yes, I do have a special guest host. He's not a guest host. He is a host. He is an awesome guy. He's my co-host. He's my wingman tonight. We got Risey Lee. How you doing, Risey?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How hope everyone else is doing well today as well.
I hope so too. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. I need something to drink. I'll get something to drink later on. Don't need it. Who is waiting for us? We got a Pope fire out there.
Pope Fire and
Pope
JP.
and
JP
JP.
wants me back in the lab.
Oh, well, we those are only people that are brave enough to actually put their name in our chat. We got 10 people out here. Awesome. That is cool. And then I hear my wife in the other room listening to me. It's like I hear a little echo. Couple seconds later, I wonder who that could be. Oh, now we got ambulance going by my house. My goodness, it's
Wow,
actually
sounds like a couple.
man. That's on the freeway. That's quite a ways away from me. Oh, that was kind of loud. All right, they passed. JP is still working. Sorry, JP.
Oh, poor JP.
Yeah. Do you want Pope on? Pope Fire, you're always welcome here. You know that.
She's in the group with the links, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. She's in the doghouse, which is a good thing. Pablo Romero's out there. He's in the doghouse too. He knows that. Uh,
Rick, uh,
Rick is out there.
Joshua, Eagle, Dorito, all the good people.
We got a Hale Raven out there.
Hey, Raven, brother Joshua.
Joshua must have been happy when he saw Raven in that picture last night. I'm gonna have to drop that
That was
link.
great.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's the video I did last night. Uh, I did the I did the coloring actually on Pope Fire stream. She didn't even know I was taping myself the whole time. So I never got to see whatever happened on that show. I could just hear what they were saying, but I never looked at anybody else's stuff. I have I just kept did a screen capture as I was on there, and as I was doing that, I was just capturing me coloring it. And then yesterday I came home and I did some video editing, and then I did take Dana's artwork, which I have to give credit to Dana. I still got to go put that in the description. It was her Pope Fire and her Pope Raven. Like it was a Pope Fire drawing that I changed into Pope Raven also, and they're the two special guests at the end of the video. It's
Yeah, that
it's
was
a,
awesome.
it's a cute video. Of course, Raven loved it. Pope Raven loved it. Joshua loved it too, of course. Pope Fire said it was gross though. I know. That was her comment. It's gross. It's like no, it wasn't gross. It was cute. Uh, and it did have it's doing pretty good. But I think we can booster the ratings on that a little bit. We can get more people to watch it. That's for sure. I'll drop the
But
link into the
Joshua's
chat.
already Joshua's already beat you to it.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, he just
So,
dropped in Manny's Booster Boy video.
thank you, Joshua. I was just about to drop it. I
Yeah,
just looked
man.
at it now.
On
Yeah, so
Willie's in the chat now too. Howdy, Willie. He
hey,
was wondering where Tank is. I think Tank's still under the weather.
yeah, tanks. There's a missing tank down. Tank down. We gotta go find our tank. We got comments like this, man. We got comments like from Booster Kiwi saying it's okay. Really? I should have given him a thumbs down for his reply. ERT said another Manny-lish production. I hope the Pope loves it. Well, the Pope didn't love it. The Pope said gross. That was her only comment. Uh, the Wolfman said the music got him dancing. Woohoo! That's one of the hardest things to make those videos is to pick out the music because you don't want to pick
Yeah,
out the same music that you've done before in other videos, and you want to make sure the music is perfect for whatever character you're using. So for Booster, I mean, Booster's got to be upbeat. He's got to be dancing. He's got to be, little fun, upbeat music. So it
got to
took
have a lot of energy in it.
it took me about an hour to go through all the music. I was like, okay, that sounds okay. That sounds okay. No, that's not good enough. I'm like, oh, I heard this little Latin beat to it, kind of Caribbean style. I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. That's why I went with that music. This is one of my favorite quotes, my favorite comments. LOL, bloody love this, and the Pope's at the end too. Bloody cool.
I wonder who that was.
I wonder who that was. That could have been Booster. Of course, that was Risey Lee. That was awesome. And then Jiminy Cricket's comment was awesome too. He said, "Wow, you actually made Booster's artwork look great."
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh. And then Sir Evans from Funny Animals said, "Great to see how you do this." And then he gave me 3 stars. Awesome.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, of course, Joshua says, "Vote Booster." Hashtag vote Booster. Hashtag Booster Boys. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for loving that video. It was fun. It was fun making it. I mean, me, I me and Booster came up with this idea. I was like, Booster, one night said, I'll actually color all your artwork. Let's go see what it looks like. So, and the first thing we did was that Skunker, which didn't, the drawing's not that great. I mean, it's funny, but it didn't come out right. But some of his other work is really good. So I'll make those into videos also. It'll be fun to do.
Oh yeah, those little videos are awesome.
There's a one Batman that he did was really nice. And of course you guys see me do you guys saw the Pope Fire that I did the Flash. That Flash came out really nice too.
Oh yeah, I can't believe how good that Flash is.
Yeah, and all I did was just a little bit. I just made the thigh thicker, and I put a little bit heavier line weight on the bottom of his joints because you can't do line weight in that MS draw unless he goes over and over and over again with his lines. I mean, it's a little bit harder to do in MS Paint. I mean, he's using a mouse, so his artwork is pretty fantastic for MS Paint.
Oh yeah.
You know, if anybody looks at it, that's like easy. I mean, what I do is easy because I'm drawing. I'm actually drawing on the screen. So it does look good. It's like, yeah, that's easy for me. But if I were to have to do this in MS, okay, great. This is interesting. My stylus is dead.
Oh no.
So I got to plug my stylus in. I'm like, okay, my stylus is not working. Oh, I forgot to charge my stylus up. Never fear. That's why you just plug it in. Oh, there we
Do
go.
you want me to catch up on the chat?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Cross says they are coming for you. I think that was for the ambulance people. Eagle, hello. Joshua. I mean, yeah, Hail Raven, we've seen that bit. JP, making the blind to not feed the lab rates.
What?
No, sure, I don't get that bit. Probably something to do with he's still not giving us Netflix in the lab.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Pope Fire says, I'll hop on after pull-ups. Willie's asking where his tank as well. We're still looking. Eagle says the video was good. JP says, I love you all. Eagle says, boosted champion of champions. Pablo says, I'm drawing naughty things, so I can't join. I'm also too lazy to plug the microphone and headphones. I feel you, bro. Um,
All right.
Bobby, I can't pronounce your last name, sorry, but he says hello. Howdy, mate. Willie Free is hearts at JP. Yeah, the Pope Raven was awesome. Laugh out loud. That's Joshua. JP, how do we get a Captain Canucks membership? Pablo says tank was hit by an anti-tank gun.
Oh,
Joshua says where is tank too? Everyone's looking for tank.
we're all looking for Tank. Where is Tank? We need our Tank back.
And Pope Fire does a crossfire icon. Willie says I'm a Canuck and have no idea. JP says thanks, Willie. Eagle 43 says, so did you guys see Booster play Resident Evil 2? No, I haven't. I'm gonna have to check that out later. JP says, did he stream it? Yeah, is that on his channel?
No, I think it's on his friends.
Oh, scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, we got a wild Pope Fire in here. Didn't you notice?
No, I had my head in my phone.
She says I'm gross.
You took a beautiful piece of art, colored it, and then ruined it.
How did I ruin it?
You turned it into Raven.
Yeah. I couldn't just have Pope Fire. I mean, I needed two women on, both sides of him, so that's why I made it into a Raven.
Pope Raven is not a girl.
Oh.
I don't care. It looked good. It looked awesome. Everybody liked it, except you. Even Pope Raven loved it.
Pope Raven loves feet. So that's not really a compliment when they love something.
But there was no feet in that picture. But there was nothing wrong with it. It was beautiful. I mean, didn't you like the Pope Fires?
Yeah, I love the Pope Fire. That was actually my first piece of fan art that I ever received.
I mean, it was. I think I did it justice.
You did.
I thought it was a really
But
nice.
then you insulted it by turning it into a raven.
I mean, look at that. I mean, look at this. I mean, isn't that beautiful?
No, that's
Yeah,
absolutely
that is
stunning.
So I need to send this to you also. I bet you don't even have this colored, right?
No, somebody actually colored it for me.
Oh, they did, right? Oh, cool.
Yeah, Day of Sex actually colored it for me.
Cool. I'm surprised. Wow. Well, then you know what I'm going to say next.
Okay.
I think this is better.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
It's different. Yeah, I like the Starfire better, of course. I mean, I did work harder on the Starfire to make that one. I mean, that was just it's like, oh, I need to get a Raven in there too, so I did the Raven. But yeah, I mean, I think they're both successful for what they needed to do. They made an appearance in the video.
They did. And, I do like cameoing and things.
Mm-hmm. Of course. You got to have a few hearts for your booster boy. Hope he liked it. Because his only comment was, it's okay.
No, he loved it. He's just playing Kingdom Hearts right now.
Oh,
I was literally just about to say the same thing. He was probably typing with one hand.
He gives me a lot of free time, though.
Oh my
I don't know. I kind of did like the most woman thing possible and made a sandwich a few minutes ago.
What is that the most woman thing in the world? How is that womanly?
You don't get the joke? I
No.
feel bad for you.
I don't. I'm too innocent.
It's not. Oh, child.
Well, right now I'm just wondering why the hell my stylus is not working.
Does the stylist have a camera?
No, the stylus, and it's charged up. Could be just my. It sucks. I might have to drop out and drop back in, which sucks. Or just goes on the program, and hopefully that will.
It's so weird when Risey is sober.
Hmm?
Oh. Well, I can't be drinking every day. It'll catch up on me.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we want Risey to live. We don't want Risey
No,
to.
no, I definitely. It's just, the first few times I met him, he was like completely drunk.
Oh, he's only been that way during Christmas season. Before that, he was really good.
Yeah, but I didn't
Yeah, I
know him
wasn't
before
drinking that
then.
much. You never
Hold on,
got to meet the sober Ryan until for a while.
yeah, I better tell people I'm on here so you can get an increase of Raven fans.
Oh my goodness.
Why can't I have Starfire fans? Why are they always Raven fans?
Because Raven is a better character.
Most of them don't know anything about her.
Probably not. I think it's just fun.
Yes, trusty sidekick. I got trusty sidekick, so I'm happy.
Trusty.
I love that dude.
Does Trusty have a good camera?
I wanna get him on at the altar. I think he'd have a lot of fun.
Well, I want to get him on here and he can draw.
He can do that at the altar.
What?
Nothing.
Why are you quiet? Why are you...
He could draw on at the altar, and he would be around other Titans fans. I mean, come on, that's like perfect for him. Yeah, no, we get each other because he's a Robin. I am a Starfire. Instant friendship, man.
Instant friendship. Interesting.
Yes, I've been like admiring him from afar since the Lone Star chat days.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you guys take care of this show for about 2-3 minutes. I'm gonna have to restart my computer because my screen is not working. I don't know why. All right, I'll
All
be
right.
I'll
Try
be
not to
right back.
burn it down before you get back.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Hold down the farm. Risey, make sure she doesn't get out of line. Make sure she don't put up some bad pictures. Oh
I would never.
yeah, she
Oh yeah,
would.
please don't do that.
Please don't do
I
that.
find those pictures to be very, very beautiful.
No.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. Hopefully it works. I don't know why my stuff is not working right now. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, my computer was messing me around a lot yesterday too.
Bethany, yes, I love Bethany.
Howdy, Bethany. And Lorenzo is he here now too? Howdy, Lorenzo. Oh, and Asuka.
I'm glad
Everyone
you told me
showing
how
up
to
now?
say that because I have no idea how to pronounce that.
Well, I'm just
Asuka.
assuming. So I hope I'm saying it right.
I think that's from Evangelion because I've never watched it, but I've been told that's where it's from.
Yeah, I assumed it was an anime name to a degree.
I've only watched Naruto and Fairy Tail and then some anime movies. I am not that big of an anime fan.
Yeah, I've only ever seen a couple. Mostly Dragon Ball Z. I recently watched all of the Death Note. That was actually pretty bloody cool.
Oh, I've seen that one. I
Um,
like Death Note. Well, I
yeah,
like the
that's
first
awesome.
half. The
Yeah, it
second half,
drags on
yeah.
for a long time.
I kind of wanted Light to win, and then it'd be over because I was like, okay, this is different. Light wins.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping that my entire time, even up until the last seconds. I'm like, somehow he's gonna win. I know it. Yeah, no spoilers, but yeah, it's not. Well, I'm speaking of.
It's an older anime. I'm pretty sure most people know kind of how it ends already.
Yeah, I'm probably one of the oldest, last people to actually watch it all. I've got Josh in here now too. Howdy, mate.
Thanks for spoiling it.
Oh, did I? Sorry.
Oh man, big time. I was halfway through it. Forget it now.
Ah, I'm sorry.
There is no way that you have not seen Death Note.
No, I have no interest in it.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, you made me feel bad.
I read this anime thing that was made by the same artist. I think it was just really cool.
Now, I'm all about My Hero Academia right now, so.
Well, that's understandable because they're actually better than Western comics right now.
Yeah, that show is awesome, and my wife is addicted to it, And so like I don't know if I've told everyone this, that we got the Funimation account just because she wanted to watch season 3 in English, and because Hulu released it yet. And then I come home last week and she's like, "Don't be mad." I'm like, "Well, you know I'm not gonna get mad. I don't care what you do. You do whatever you want." She goes, "Well, I bought something, but you can't play it until after I beat it." And she bought the My Hero Academia game on Xbox One.
It's actually kind of funny.
Well, I was like, I would never play that. I had literally told my coworker that day. I was like, no, that's just a fighting game. I would never play that. And then I come home and she's got it. I'm like, really?
See, I have a bad habit of not having enough time, so I always pick one game and I'll just play that game. Like I've had Overwatch since its launch, and I have played nothing but Overwatch.
Oh wow.
Well, when I'm not doing contracts and I can split my time between gaming and art, I'll pick a game and I'll beat the game. Right now, I let Red Dead Redemption go for a little bit, and I haven't played it in a while, but I restarted playing the Return to Arkham games on the Xbox.
Oh yep.
I made myself beat Asylum, and hey, Josh Hughes, thanks for the link, buddy. And then I'm beating Arkham City right now, and so every so often my son will come down, and I'm like, I can't really play this in front of you, boy. I'm sorry. He's recently been getting scared of the dark and scared of a few things, and he's 6, so he's in that weird stage like where certain things at night pop out and scare him in his room. So I'm like, yeah, I better stop playing these dark, demented games around you. So no more Batman.
Yeah, I passed all of them except for I think it was the last one, the Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight was great.
Yeah, I loved it, but I got up to a part and the game glitched out. I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, and there was a certain part where I had to go up into a manhole cover or something, and it wasn't there. Like I went on YouTube videos to see if how to beat it if I was doing it wrong. And yeah, certain people were saying in the comment section that sometimes it just glitches out and you can't get past it. I'm like,
I had that happen with South Park actually.
What console were you playing it on?
Xbox One.
Okay, because the Arkham Knight game, whenever they released it on PC at the same time.
Oh, it was garbage.
After a year, they finally said, "Look, we can't fix the game on PC. Here's your money back." For everyone who bought it on PC, it's just here it is. We're not going to be able to fix it.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's that was just one glitch in the game, and I was one of the unlucky few.
For the PC version, I think they just ported it from Xbox, and that doesn't always work.
Yeah, and they weren't able to patch it. They just could not get the mechanics to work very well. But definitely, it's a game you should reinstall and start from the beginning and just see if it works itself out with all the patches they've done recently.
I've thought about it, but it's right near. I think I had maybe a couple missions after, and then to go, and then I would have been past it. I'm like, I can't spend that much more time on a game again, and then get stuck there again. Yeah. I think I'd put my Xbox through my TV.
I had that happen with the latest South Park game. And I was having so much fun, and then I ran into a bug that would not let me get past a certain stage. And even though they patched it out, it's still I got back in the game and I just wasn't having fun anymore because it just frustrates the heck out of you when that happens.
Do you guys remember the game Darksiders?
I watched my brothers play it. Yeah,
it was designed off the Joe Mad artwork and the comic series he did for it. I got to the very last boss. Turned it off for the night, came back the next day, loaded up my game save from Xbox and said, "Your file is corrupted."
Oh, wow.
I lost the entire game. And I was like, yeah, that was 60 plus hours of just me grinding for all this gear. Yeah, you kiss my ass. I'm done.
I had that happen on Star Wars, the original Star Wars Battlefront 2, but I loved that game so much that I didn't even care.
Yeah.
But it also the only thing you really get is like you get like an upgraded gun if you complete certain stuff. But it was still like it was such a good game that it didn't even really bother me. I was like, okay, I can do this all over again. I'm not worried.
I didn't beat the second one. I bought it, and I got about halfway through it, and then of course the kid starts coming down. He's like, "What did he just say?" I'm like, "Nothing. You can repeat."
No,
Don't you worry about that.
the first Star Wars Battlefront 2 was amazing. The one not made by EA.
See, I bought Star Wars Battlefront 2 the day it came out, and like all my friends were like, "Oh, we'll get it too," and then all that crap happened. And they're like, "Yeah, we're not buying that game."
That's the EA one with the loot boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's EA. EA, they should have, out of all the stupid stuff Disney has done with Star Wars, and they've done a lot of stupid stuff, giving Star Wars to EA was the dumbest decision. Because EA doesn't care about anything but money, and they will make half-baked games just to make a quick buck. And it's so frustrating because Star Wars does, for the most part, have some really good games. Yeah, there are some that really aren't that great, but most of their games have been just amazing. And EA took control of this. They canceled, I believe it was 1313, which looked like it was going to be a really fun game.
Oh,
Have made
yeah.
it to where everything is online only, and it's all based off of microtransactions. And I just find it so terrible that they gave it to such a greedy company.
Well, another game got canceled too.
What
Yeah,
was
the
that?
Darth Maul one, I think.
The one
Yep.
that Visceral was doing, it got canceled.
Oh yeah, because it was going to be solo, and they don't. EA doesn't think.
No, that was
offline games-
supposed to be the RPG game, and they totally just canned it. And
Ah.
then the someone else picked up the 1313 because technically 1313 was developed by someone else before all the EA stuff happened.
Mhm.
And whenever EA got the contract, they were like, "Yeah, this game is garbage. What on earth were you working on?" And they let it leak out, and like all we had seen was all they had done. And so they canned it, and then another company actually picked back up on the 1313 and just used the base building blocks of it, and they were going to make a Mandalorian game off of it. That got canned too. So right now you have like I think one game in the making right now for Star Wars. All the rest of them got canned.
Well, Disney didn't do any favors with the movie, because nobody's going to be interested with some of the movies they're releasing.
No, I mean, I hated Episode 7. I will not watch 8 ever again. It won't. It's never going to be in my collection. I did not like Rogue at all.
I learned from 7. I never watched Rogue.
Yeah, all my friends love Rogue, and I'm like, guys, I can't help it. I know the canon before Disney, and this is garbage. This was just a money grab, and I can't watch it.
Not everything in that canon was great, but I do think that it was better than what Disney has released. But again, that's not too hard. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm playing Overwatch right now.
Of course you are.
Hey, it's a new event. I figured I need to get my loot boxes.
All right.
Oh, drats.
What's Drats?
I'm playing Mystery Heroes. I got a solo ulted.
How you doing, Josh?
I'm doing good, buddy. How about you?
Not too good right now because my stylus is not working with my drawing pad, so I'm gonna have to go traditional tonight.
Oh, time to go traditional.
That's the good thing is I can go. Actually, it's gonna be fun. Let's just do some traditional. That's what I've been doing, just trying to sit up.
Okay, comic book Bob. All right, I'll give you the Vader scenes were the only thing worth watching on the entire movie. Nope. It was James Earl Jones playing the part, but they had two physical different Darth Vaders for both scenes.
Oh wow, I didn't even know.
They couldn't even get the same guy to come back for both scenes. They had two physical Darth Vaders for both scenes. Also, I don't give a crap about a movie where I don't even know the people's names and they die. I had more emotion for the freaking robot sacrificing himself
Oh
than the
man,
blind
Kate.
monk walking in the middle of everything
Okay.
saying, I am with the Force and the Force is with me. I don't give a crap. The
I,
dude with the
I, I
giant
like
Gatling gun was better.
I liked when they kind of tied in with the Clone Wars. Apparently, they did a tie-in with that, but
I did,
that's really the only thing I like out of that concept.
and,
But I
the,
never,
and
again, I didn't watch it. I didn't have
the
any
other
interest
the
to
other
watch it.
worst part is that okay, here we have Darth Vader who destroyed an entire room because he was pissed off because he choke slammed his wife at the end of number 3. He destroys everything. And here he is walking through that entire ship, slicing people left and right. And you're telling me that little bitty door where the dude slips his hand in, he's like, take the disc, he's going to kill me. That's going to stop Vader? No. I'm sorry. Vader would have ripped the door open, walked onto the ship, and killed everyone else. It was just too. It didn't make sense. It didn't make any sense.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Yeah, dude, Vader's all like dun dun, and everyone's like, "Oh my!" It's like the scene of Jurassic Park where the raptors are killing everyone left and right, and like number 2, and they're just screaming in the tall grass. That's that scene with Darth Vader, and he's just walking through them all, slicing them up left and right, and then the door's halfway open, and Vader's like, "Can't get in." It's not no. Vader's the Terminator, exactly. You know,
Hey, door, my one weakness.
halfway door. No. Yeah, no, it's unbelievable. Rex was in the movie for like 3 seconds and showed the ghost from the. Yeah, see, it showed ghosts from Rebels. Yeah, it like you had to like pause the screen and be like, rewind to 3 times and go, oh yeah, there's Ghost. And then Rex. Yeah, Rex. They sneezed his name and that was it. I mean, I just no. I mean, I love the original canon. We had video games based on that canon, and then all my friends were like, "Hey, this is going to be awesome," and I could not stand the movie. I once again, I own 1 through 6, and I have 7 because someone bought it for me. I've told everyone, do not buy me 8. I will throw it away. I love the Clone Wars. I watch that religiously. I like Rebels. At first I didn't like Rebels because it was Aladdin with lightsabers. The kid looked like Aladdin. K2SO was cool. Yes, he was. Like I said, whenever he died, there was a tear for him. When everyone else died, I was shoving popcorn laughing.
I loved when he was in the spaceship and they were saying we could get sucked into the vacuum of space and we'd all die or something. He's like, no, you'd all die. I'd live.
So you guys may think I'm weird, but I really like the Clone Wars series made by the guy that did Samurai Jack. I thought that was a really good series.
Yeah, no, that was really cool. It was a different take on it. It was good. And I also liked the Clone Wars movie where they were saving the little Hutt kid. And to me, Ahsoka Tano is one of my favorites. And whenever the book came out, I bought the physical book, and they said, "Oh, it's coming on audio." I was like, "Well, yeah, I'm gonna listen to that too." And Ahsoka narrated the whole book, so it was a great read. It was a great listen. The Clone Wars did ruin General Grievous, but at least we got more action with the Clone War cartoon series than we did with the movie, where he coughs 4 times, walks on the top of the spaceship, and then just cusses about a Kenobi, and we have one fight scene.
Yeah, we never really got to see him do much.
No,
cool character
he
too.
Lightsabers, and then they broke the window. He walks outside. He hacks and coughs a whole bunch.
I love your criticism of the Star Wars movies.
Well, in the Samurai Jack one, Grievous was like super freaking tough.
Yeah,
I loved it because he was just so scary. He killed freaking Shaggy, man. You have to be scary to kill Shaggy.
I guess for me, Risey, is that I loved Star Wars for so long, and then Episode 7, they were hinting about it, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be awesome. And I, like I said, I had the Young Jedi Knight book series, the Younger Jedi Knight book series, I don't know what the other. There's like 3 other series, and I was collecting them, and I was reading them. I was really passionate, and I still have them. I mean, it was an ongoing story that George had to read the book and go, that's canon. and then that book was allowed. You couldn't make it unless he said so. That's why for the longest time people wrote stories about black and different colored lightsabers, and George wouldn't let it happen until the day, and they did it in the video game. He said, "All right, fine, that looks really cool. You can have it." And they did in the Clone Wars series, and he goes, "Well, it already happened once. You can have it." I like the whole idea because to me, the way George wrote Star Wars based off the book, The Man with a Thousand Faces. I mean, he built a mythology based on this building blocks, and Disney just took it and said, "We'll do what we want," and it just ruined it. They didn't use the same building blocks because Star Wars is nothing but one thing, and that is a story of Darth Vader. That's all it is, from beginning to end.
Well, I was more frustrated at the simple fact that it seemed, because I watched 7, I'd never watched 8. I gave up after 7 because I didn't like it. It felt like they didn't really respect the source material as it was, because again, you have Rey, who can literally do everything that Luke, had to learn to do or struggle to do. And yeah, Luke did have those moments where you were sitting there like, okay, that's kind of weird, but at the same time with Rey, she's like, I've never done this before, and then she's like amazingly good at it, and it just pisses me off.
Yeah, and see, Luke was always written as the next badass. And sorry, Mandy, I just have to say it that way because he was. And he rebuilt the Jedi Temple, he rebuilt the school, and he was changing the rules because he allowed marriage, he allowed kids that from those marriages, and he incorporated a lot of their stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, the dark side came back with a vengeance, but he allowed certain things to happen that were taboo with the old Republic. And
well, that
then,
was essentially their strict rules are what kind of killed the old Republic, because they were very hypocritical, and it felt like they didn't really respect the Jedi or see their Jedi as anything more than just pawns. And ultimately, I feel like that was why they were destroyed. But that's just how I see it.
I think the Jedi were too soft. They should have gone in there and taken control of the council from the start. Like we're the ones dying for your wars, so we're taking control.
well, but that happens in all of Jedi history. I mean, whenever the Jedi Wars was happening, that would have been an awesome story to tell. What is the Jedi Wars, where it was hundreds of Jedi versus hundreds of Sith, and then that's when Darth Vader came in and killed everyone. Said there's only 2.
Right.
That is an awesome story to have. And then you have the Old Republic as well, and there's just massive armies and stuff, but the Jedi still weren't in control. They allowed the people to be in control. They were just the guardians. They ultimately
the Jedi have done some pretty bad stuff too, because remember, most of the children that they get they just take from their homes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but they don't take them by force, though. The Sith do.
They do take them by force. A lot of them have been taken by force.
No, not the Jedi. Because if you
and I must have been reading something different from you,
because what happens is, though, in a lot of the stories, that if you didn't pass a certain point, they took the force out of you. You became unforce sensitive. You became a blank.
Right.
And so that's what they would do with a lot of the kids, is if they couldn't pass at a certain point after all the training and stuff, if they could not become a Jedi, then they got erased. Taken by force, get it? Yep. And Darth Bane, he's canon, even though he never happened in movies and now the comics and everything, he's never happened. But Darth Bane is canon just because of the cartoon series with that one episode with Master Yoda.
Yeah.
I knew I'd those were good here and learn something.
Howdy, Todd.
How you doing there, Risey?
Doing good. Hope you're well.
I'm well. I'm glad to see you're still alive and kicking.
Always takes a bit to keep me down.
Have you been cleaning up your act and staying sort of low, down low?
Probably not.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I was meant to clean my room today. It's starting to get a bit trashed.
Clean crew.
You guys been keeping up with the chat?
Trying to a little bit.
I got Slack. John Wallace just showed up. The Wolf. Mick Crank. Yeah.
So Pablo. So the Jedi killed kids during the Sith War. Yeah. They unfortunately if the kids were on the Sith side and it didn't happen, that the Sith would take kids and literally just hand them a lightsaber, train them for a day or two, and then put them on the front lines, and it would torment the Jedi, but they had no choice but to defend themselves. But the Jedi, they didn't kill them whenever they take the Force out; they just become a blank, and they'd work in the Jedi temples, and they would like work in the farms and the library and all the other smaller things that Jedi normally don't do, but these tenants did do because they were still looked upon by the Jedi with respect, but they just didn't have their Force abilities.
What's the name of that animal that is sort of puts like a force bubble that you like somebody who doesn't want the force used on them is safe when they have this animal around them?
I remember something about that, but I don't remember what it's called.
Is it Yasamliri or something like that? Yasamliri?
The only one I remember by like name is Kit Fisto. But that's just because I always thought that was a really funny name.
Admiral Thrawn had them around his like throne room or his whatever. He would have these animals around him.
Oh, Thorn was awesome. I liked how he was a collector of stuff.
Well, he also had the armor that lightsabers couldn't penetrate.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They didn't. There's some type of like kind of like think like obsidian that light can't penetrate. So whenever the lightsaber hit it, it would literally just like do nothing. They didn't take the Force out of them. They didn't train them, and that's true too. If they weren't strong enough in the Force, they didn't even take them. If they were strong enough, they did the training. Then they had to pass the trials, and you just don't ever hear what happens if they don't pass the trials because you're like, well, everyone passes. No, at a certain point, they kind of go, okay, well, you aren't doing what we need you to do, and they had a trial, and they all would vote, and then those deemed unworthy would have the Force taken out of them. And in fact, Jedi, what was that game? Knights of the Republic 2.
Yeah, that was fun.
You meet one of the characters that had the Force taken out of him. And he's not kind of all there, like he has no emotions, because literally it's just sucked right out of him. But he still worked for the Jedi and had a lot of respect for him.
The lapdog.
Comic Book Bob says it was I know I'm going to butcher this. Cortos armor. Corotos.
Yeah, it's actually in Star Wars Jedi Outcast that they introduced it into the video game world, where Kyle Katarn had to fight multiples of Sith that had this armor
on. Eagle's still looking for his wrench, Manny. He says, I need it to strike down Darth Joshua.
Is Joshua doing anything wrong? He's not doing nothing wrong.
No, he's been good.
Now, Josh been doing really good. As soon as I hopped in here, he had links already for me ready.
Yeah, he's doing good. He does good on his he doesn't want to lose his wrench. This is the longest Joshua has gone with the wrench.
Yeah, because he likes to use it against me. He's like, oh, look, I have a wrench in Manny's chat. And then I'm sitting there like, yeah, Manny took mine away because he's an... Can I curse?
Certain words, not
well,
too
Manny
many.
is a
Good
donkey, but if the donkey's rear was its face...
Hey, I got a wrench. I had test that.
Yeah, he legit gives every other freaking person a wrench, but me, because he's a massive donkey face.
Oh man, I didn't know Josh had a wrench. How did I
Hey.
miss you, Josh?
Man, don't be taking my wrench now. You have a wrench on my channel. It's only just mutual respect, man. That's all it is.
But I took away all wrenches except for 3.
Well, you gave it back to me at some point. Oh, you know what? That one night, whenever you were doing your artwork and you couldn't see what you were reading, you gave me the wrench again for that night.
Which is what's
Josh,
happening.
don't be telling him to take my wrench. He has a wrench on my channel. It's only mutual. All right?
Joshua wants to be the one.
Look, Josh, you have full control. I am busy doing artwork. I just had to see if I had one. That's all it was. The floor is yours, sir.
He has never abused his wrench, unlike some other person on this panel, which I told not to do it, and she timed out someone.
Uh-oh.
I just don't believe in drama on a stupid chat. I think that should stay somewhere else.
But you're making a drama now, saying that you want a wrench back.
Well, you shouldn't have taken it away. That's
You-
all I
Why
can say
does
is,
he obsession with wrenches?
I've had my wrenches unfairly taken away before.
Oh.
I have made a promise to never have it happen again.
Well, you gotta go blame Pixel and Mr. Boost.
Yeah, the people you let keep their wrenches.
Pixel does not have a wrench anymore. Chester does not have a wrench anymore.
Pope was a good little mod and was just doing what she thought was best, and you punished her.
Drama.
Where's Booster, by the way?
He's playing Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, he knows where his priorities are, playing video games.
Yeah,
Oh no, I mean if I asked him to, he could come on, but I kind of want him to play some Kingdom Hearts because he's been super excited for it. And also, I don't like Manny enough to use my Pope card, so.
Whatever.
What's a Pope
Whatever.
May! I hate you, May!
Who do you hate?
May, I'm playing Overwatch.
Oh my
I
god.
was just thinking, who is May?
Yeah, so the reason why I'm doing this traditional Todd is because my damn pad is not working.
Uh-oh, what do you mean? Like,
I don't know. It's not syncing up. I'm gonna have to turn my computer off and on again. That's all it is.
oh, okay.
But I don't want to do that right now. So I'll just go traditional for tonight. Something different, just to show I can actually do it, people. Duh.
You can do it.
I can do it. This is what I came up with, a cute little sketch. Make like a fan club membership kind of thing.
Nice.
But I don't know. Something I saw. I was looking at Captain Connected. Oh my goodness, there's a witch in here. Cackles.
I just read a comment that I thought was funny.
So I had Comic-Con this weekend.
How do you do?
Which one?
Local Frankfurt Comic-Con. Local, Frankfurt, Kentucky. I may not go back.
Uh-oh.
Was it that bad?
He changed the price to get in the door. He falsely said that certain celebrities were going to be there when he never asked the celebrity. He never got them booked. And the way the tables were set up were so bad. Dude, we had to crawl underneath our tables to get out to use the restroom.
Ooh.
They were side by side, and my backing, like my back stuff, like for my posters and my banner and stuff, were physically up against the person behind me. There was no room in between for us to walk, and I went and complained, and I was like, "Look, I'm a small dude, all right. I got a gut, but I'm a small dude. Okay, I'm not very tall. I can fit through this. It's not comfortable, but I can fit. There are guys in here that are 2, 3 times as big as I am. they're not going to be able to get out. You're going to have to move the tables. And they're like, well, we realize this is a problem and we've been trying to get it fixed, but someone's not listening. I don't care who the someone is.
Move
Fix
the
it.
table.
Move them.
Fire that someone and get someone else in.
Well, it was the guy who was running it.
Oh, geez.
And so they come over and they shimmy just like one table. Like, we moved a table for you. I'm like, it wasn't for me. It was for everyone. I was like, you didn't move anything. And like, well, you can ask other people to move their tables down. Like, I shouldn't have to ask. You're running this freaking show. Well, my wife shows up at like 11. So the show's been going for, no, I'm sorry, maybe 12ish. The show's been going for 2 hours. And I've made no money at this point still. And barely anyone has shown up. And so she's looking around. She literally does one loop in 15 minutes. She does one loop around the place, comes back and goes, if you want to pack up and leave, you can pack up and leave. I was like, wow, really? She's like, there's no one else here that we normally as considered like friendly competition. There's no one here that we know at any other Comic-Cons. And no one is in here buying stuff. They're all just cosplaying as females dressed as males, dressed as females. I mean, it was just really weird, some of the cosplays that were happening. And
Was it an anime convention? Because that sounds like an anime convention.
What they, the thing is right now is My Hero Academia, but the girls dress as boys, the dress as girls. So there's a lot of it going on. But yeah, let alone the price of the ticket going up, and you're not even giving more. I mean, the show didn't get bigger. He didn't get more space. Less celebrities showed up. Less talent showed up. There's some people that had tables that didn't even show up, and we were severely uncomfortable. No one was happy. Staff wasn't helping us. So yeah, I made like $200, and then I said, I'm done. The show was supposed to end at 6. I started packing up about 4:45, and as soon as I started packing up, the person across from me started packing up, and then everyone started packing up. And we were all done, and we were all leaving.
That ain't cool.
Yeah, so well, here's the other kicker. So if you were following their Facebook page or anything, and you were seeing, all the alerts and stuff coming up, they were literally blocking all the dislikes and all the bad comments.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because one of my buddies, he was watching out, and he's like, dude, did you see all the negative comments? I was like, no. He goes, no, you're not going to, because they're gone. He said, I had the page up, and people, I was getting notifications, and I would look because I wanted to see what was happening. And he's like, dude, all the negative stuff kept disappearing after we saw it. I was like, that's ridiculous. And like, he was like, imagine showing up to a con and it was only Twitter trolls. Man. Yeah, I mean, this one was bad. It was definitely bad. But I'll say this though: the artwork I sold, I'm pretty happy the artwork sold. Because I had a few pieces from My Hero Academia, and I literally took it out of my little portfolios, and I hang them up for people to see it, and it would immediately sell. So I was like, well, at least this stuff's moving. So.
See, I used to volunteer for my local one, but what happened was the man and woman that used to run it divorced, so now they both run different cons, and both of them are sort of what I called Manny a little bit ago. Because we were working for free. Like the thing was, both of them went from being like a $15 con to almost $50. So that we were pretty much working for our tickets. Well, the last time I went to, and this is why I stopped volunteering. The dude, we were understaffed because when we were setting up the first night, like the guy was just so unbearable. and we were all just doing so much work that we really it's just so out of the blue work, you know. And the next day we had like 4 people of our staff not show up, so we were completely we were pretty understaffed for con, and most of us didn't get lunch breaks, which is kind of bad when you're promised a free lunch. And the people that did get lunch breaks didn't even get their free lunch, which is what we were promised for volunteering. So I kind of stopped volunteering for my local con just because of that experience. But you know, it sucks because these people are working for free for you, and you know they're here because they really love con. They love the atmosphere. They love the people involved. But I've never had a voice actor yell at me before for something I couldn't control. And that was very interesting. Yeah, I think she's only been in like 1 or 2 things. She was an anime actress. She stayed for 25 minutes, yelled at us because nobody was in her line, and then left. And it was just so weird. But it was just bad because we had to deal with the guy that ran it, and he was kind of a butt face. So I don't do the con stuff anymore. I'd rather just go and visit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I enjoy going. And I enjoy selling my artwork and stuff, and having really good conversation with people. I mean, that's a lot of fun. Now, there was a question in the thread that said, "Our cons." Well, let me scroll back up real quick and give credit to whoever said it. Lorenzo, are any of the conventions doing well nowadays? You would be surprised in how well they're still doing. Even for, you know, all the stuff I said, he's still going to have another con in June or July. The Lexington Comic Con, it's one of those Comic Cons, if you don't get your tickets beforehand, you're not getting your tickets at the door. He has had so many problems with fire marshals and threatens of shut down during the day and making people leave, and that he now won't sell tickets at the door because there's just none there. And he's only allowed to sell the exact amount of tickets that he's allowed to sell for how many people are allowed in the door at one time. And the Louisville Con, I mean, that one still has problems, but that got bought out by another company that just added 3 more cons, 3 more states to their tour. So, yeah, the conventions are still doing really well. It's the ones that are getting too greedy, like
Yep.
Wizard World's hurting because they charge, you know, $65 just to get in, and then it's $100 per celebrity if you want a photo and an autograph.
Some of those celebrities, man. They're like, some of them are really amazing, and because mostly the ones that come around my parts are voice actors, but there have been some that are just total, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I've had my share of weird stories with certain celebrities and running into them, and then I've had some amazing stories with some of the Power Ranger cast, and
Oh, those guys are amazing.
and then then me getting drunk and cursing in front of Silver Surfer, saying how much I didn't like him and stuff, and I felt really bad about that one.
You guys noticed?
What?
Yeah, he said sorry, I had to go in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I kind of hurt a voice actor's feelings.
What did you do?
This was my first con. I didn't really I was really shy at the time because you know I was just a shy little pope, and I walked up to his table, and you know they have those little prints that they sign and they hand you, and I was so, because it was the voice actor from from Naruto, and Naruto at the time was one of my favorite series, and I was so nervous that I asked if I could have the print, and I grabbed the print and I walked off, and the guy looked so defeated. But I had no idea how to ask. I was just like, can I have one of these? And he was like, yeah. So he handed it to me, and then I just walked off.
Wow.
Well, I did eventually get it signed. One of my friends went back and got it signed for me.
So you
And
had
it
a
was
photo and you didn't even have the courage to go there and apologize.
no, he just said that I was really shy. He was like, she's just really shy. It was
Oh my.
I heard because he looked so sad.
How old were you at the time?
17?
Okay. All right. We'll let you go.
No, I've actually got to talk to the Starfire's voice actress before, Joshua. She's really cool.
Cool.
He didn't watch.
Oh, Josh asked me a question. Which Silver Surfer? The guy who played the Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four movie. So I was drunk at an after party. And my wife is there's an actor. His character is called Big Tiny in the Walking Dead series. He was like one in like 2 episodes whenever they took over the prison, and he was a really nice guy. And my wife loved talking to him. Well, he showed up at the after party, and they were just dancing around because the music was awesome. And I'm getting drunk on rum and cokes, way too many rum and cokes, and
Sounds like fun.
oh, dude, I was sloshed. Like that was the only night that I've ever woke up the next day and gone, "How did I get here? What happened?" All I remember is being at the party and here. What happened in between there? And my wife was pissed off at me. She was like, "I had to drag you across the street. You were drunk. You were crying. You couldn't get your contacts out. You were crying about the babies, and you missed your kid, and blah 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 blah." And like I was a little like, a what? I remember standing up in front of the band and like rocking out, and then I wake up here. So I've
It's a scary feeling that
never gotten blackout drunk ever again. Never again. But yeah, so all of a sudden he showed up, and my wife saw him and started talking to the Silver Surfer guy, and she's like, "My husband would like to meet you. He's a big fan and stuff." And so she comes over and she drunk Josh Chris versus drunk Ryan. Dude, it would be a stream that will never happen. It will never.
It will happen, people.
No, I can't let myself do that ever again. I've never let myself do it. I don't even drink very often anymore. Like I get like a 6-pack of beer, and it will go bad before I'll even drink like the third one.
The first time I got drunk, I took a shower with Doritos.
Wow.
Okay, so
that's some weird stuff, but you just told me, I think.
I got like it was the first time I ever drank, and I was super excited. I was like, "Oh, I'm doing something so bad!" So I got super wasted, and I stole my roommate's Doritos, and I went and took a shower with them because I wanted to eat them while I was showering for some reason. And I remember my roommate telling me, she's like, "You were crying in the shower about having wet Doritos."
Oh my god.
And yeah, I just remember just because I don't remember much other than like sitting in the shower yelling about how terrible wet Doritos were while stuffing the Doritos in my mouth.
Oh.
So it was really funny.
Wow.
Lorenzo wants me to say hi to him. Hi, Lorenzo.
Well, the rest of the story is, though, she finally gets him up to the front where I'm at, taps me on the shoulder, and I'm like I said, I'm almost gone. Like this is right before Blackout Josh happened. And she taps me on the shoulder and she's like, "Hey, the Silver Surfer wants to talk with you and say hi and stuff." And I was like, "I don't give a bloop who the bloop he is. I don't bloop even like that bloop movie at all." And just I let loose, and he never came back to Kentucky.
You scared him out of the sight.
He never came back to Kentucky until last year. And I almost wanted to go up to him and be like, "I am so sorry for what I said 4.5 years ago." Because he also played Abe in the Hellboy movies.
You absolute butt face.
I know. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean any of those. I was so drunk. Please take me back. No, the movie sucked, but you didn't.
Oh God.
Drunk
Oh,
Rises,
he
drunk
returned to the
Joshua.
state, Lorenzo. He did. He came back. I just, it's been one hellacious ride. And I've always felt bad about that.
So I do have a con coming up next month, and they have the list of who's going to be here.
And
And of course, George Perez is coming back. Yay!
Oh,
If
nice.
does he do commissions at con?
He actually does.
If I gave you money, do you think you could get a
No,
commission?
because I'm not going to stand in line for 6 hours.
Why do you hate me?
I had to stand in line for 6 hours to get my Wonder Woman. You know
But-
that?
What if I give you a little bit of money for your time?
I'm going to be at my table, girl.
Well, can't you send Pope Rogue to do it?
He's only 11 years old.
Damn it! Crap, I'm so sorry.
and that's why you don't have a ranch.
Rogue's going to tell George Perez to make a Robin for him. That's what he's going to make.
Manny, go apologize to the Silver Surfer for Josh. You don't know me, but you might know this guy.
Ron Lim is going to be here. Neil Adams is going to be here. Jim Starlin, George Perez. I forget who else is going to be.
Your wife will do it. Your wife, yeah. Because that one artist that I do not have art from is George Perez.
Yeah, and if I were to stand in line for George Perez, I'd make sure that he does a Starfire for me. That's what I want. Is she hyperventilating?
You don't understand. I was too young when New Teen Titans came out. I wasn't even a thought then.
Well, you can actually go on eBay. You got a whole bunch of Starfires on there. Of course, they want $200 for them.
But I want a Starfire with a Pope hat. There's
he
the
doesn't
difference.
do that. You just tell him what character, and he's gonna do a real fast sketch.
No, you tell him with a Pope hat, and he puts a Pope hat on.
No, he's not gonna do that.
You'll be surprised what people will do for money.
No, a lot of artists don't do that type of stuff. You just say what type of character and pose, and that's it.
I got Mike Miller to do it.
Well, that's Mike Miller.
I got Gary Shipman to do it.
Yeah, and that.
I got John Dillard to do it.
This is a convention, and you
I
have
got
to
Tim
do it.
Lim to do it.
Yeah, and you got me to do it too. So shut up. He's so mean.
I'm just saying, like, the possibilities. If I could get a Starfire and a Pope hat from George Perez, it'd be like the best thing ever.
Oh my goodness.
Now Neil Adams, he's really cool, man.
See, I heard bad things about him too.
It's just like anyone else. They have crappy days, but Neil Adams, it's just he's real nice. And there's a few other professional artists. Yeah, I've got one was at a con here recently. I saw, and I had a few choice words for him too. But but Neil's, I don't know. He's always been nice to me.
That's good. I think Chad Harding's going to be there too, because he said that on Pencil for Life. He's a cool guy too. He's very quiet. Artist for Harley Quinn.
Okay, all right.
I bought work from him before. I've talked to him before, so it's pretty cool. I'll go talk to him again. And there's this other guy. There's a whole bunch of nice professional artists actually.
What's the con called?
Amazing Aloha Comic Con. It's up on the website right now. I could actually go on and look and see who's the special guests and stuff like that.
Just tape a Pope hat onto an old forever.
What are you talking about?
No, Joshua said just tape a Pope hat onto an old picture.
All right.
Oh, you got Jason David Frank coming.
I gotta
nice.
go. The DNC group that I help mod is having some issues, so I will be right back. Thank you for having me on, and you guys have a great night.
Take care.
All
See
right.
ya.
Oh, this is fun.
And you got a lot of really cool Power Rangers coming.
Okay, so I got it all from me, so it's roaming.
Trusty says there was a guy at Heroes Con that we used to call Scuba Dude. He always wanted artists to draw Batgirl in scuba gear, found and underwater.
Okay.
That's odd.
Oh, Tara Strong's going to be there.
Who is she?
The voice of Harley Quinn.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome. And everyone's just laughing at the joke. Yeah, that was a good one, Trusty.
Haven't even looked at this darn thing. I'd like to know where the hell Mike's.
So she left for the night? She just took off for...
Oh, she does it all the time. Don't worry about it.
All right. No, that's fine. I was just like, okay.
Hey, look at that. I'm there. Yay. Doesn't tell me where I'm going to be, though.
Are you actually on the page?
Yeah, I'm on the stuff. I'm actually right in the middle of the page.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, when you click on the exhibitors list.
Okay, exhibitor. I was looking at the guest.
Yeah, I'm right there, which is pretty cool. I don't know where I'm going to be, though. Well, there's actually a guy called Charles Artist.
Dude, Charles is going to be there. Oh, man. The voice of Mario.
Oh.
I love that dude. He's so much fun to hang around.
Oh, Wasp will be there. Yay.
Yep.
Who?
Wasp. Evangeline Lilly. She'll be
Nice.
there. Deathstroke will be there.
Oh, which one?
The guy that played Deathstroke in the Arrow series. And
Oh, nice. Manu Bennett. I love
Yeah.
that dude.
Manu Bennett.
Really cool.
You got young Boba Fett will be there.
Oh, cool.
Jim Starlin, George Perez, Ron Lim, Joe Rubinstein, Kevin Eastman, Neil Adams, Marv Wolfman. Oh, she's gonna hate me for that.
I saw that. I was like, I'm not gonna mention that right now.
Oh, that means I gotta go get Marv Wolfman to sign the Titans that I've got George Perez signed already. Oh my God, she's
Oh,
gonna hate me for that. Joe Ing, cool. Chad Harding. And you got the local guys. Cool. And that is February 22nd, 23rd, 24th. And then they got the Las Vegas one, June. Cool.
So in Lexington, so far, that's going to happen in March. We once again have Val Kilmer slated to come. He has canceled in the past. So Mike Coulter, who plays the Luke Cage in the Netflix series.
Oh, yeah, he's cool.
Ron Perlman.
Oh, yeah.
Hellboy.
Yeah, Hellboy. And then we always get a lot of wrestlers. So Kane, Sting.
Ooh, I like Kane.
Oh, Sting and Kane.
We'll have Goldust there. And then we're going to have the voice actor Kevin Conroy.
Cool.
Yeah, he's really cool. I bumped into him and I was like, I was about to nerd out. I was like, I'm going to give you your space because you're not behind a table right now. So I'm going to be real nice. We have a few people from The Office coming. I never watched that show. I couldn't get into it. Chekhov from the original Star Trek. He's going to be there. Of course, Jason David Frank. And then, surprisingly, Austin St. John, the original Red Ranger. Kel from the Good Burger movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be there. And then just pages upon pages upon pages upon pages of freaking Power Rangers from everything. We're going to have also apparently the new Chewbacca. A couple voice actors from My Hero Academia. And there's the cosplayers. And that's all we've announced so far. They haven't announced anything else. But we still have plenty of time before we start announcing all the rest of them. My brother loves Waluigi, the whole Mario universe.
Yeah, Eagle43 was asking Joshua who does the Cult of Raven acknowledge as the better Mario brother, and Eagle says Luigi's greater than Mario. Joshua says, at least Luigi has a personality. Bethany says, I love Kevin's voice. And Model 316 just showed up in the chat. Good evening. Howdy, Model. But yeah, Walgie, the whole Mario universe.
Mario.
And Eagle, yeah, says, my brother loves The Office. I don't know why. And yes, Wawa, Walgie. I can't say. I'm not good with the Mario names.
Waluigi.
Waluigi.
Waluigi. Did I scare you?
And Joshua's trying to get Model to join the Cult of Raven.
Oh man, I feel like I'm a bad person. Maybe that happened in my chat. I'm enabling them to do that. Hey, guess what? I get to keep an original Skunk Girl finally.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You know,
Finally
just keep
doing
the funny drawing.
Skunk Girl, and I get to keep it. Yay!
Until you sell it.
Well, somebody offers, yeah, I guess. It's all the other ones I did for giveaways.
Did you actually get to give those away?
Yeah, I got my one.
The first three, the last one did not go away yet.
I was just saying, did anyone answer all the questions and stuff? Because
I do have a winner.
okay,
I do have a winner, and I'm not going to tell the person. I'll just give it to them.
okay.
Yeah, because that person actually did work hard and did try to answer the questions, which is pretty cool. I didn't expect that everybody to get all the questions, but I expected, it would have been fun to see people try to guess them on air, have a good laugh. But this one person actually did their homework, and they got.
Yeah, they did good.
Yeah, they got like 7 out of 10.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So that person already knows who he is. So he deserves it for getting 7 out of 10.
And they're always here too.
Yeah.
Well, that's not me.
Well, he was working it. He was asking questions. He watched the chats. He listened.
Went and watched other videos.
He went and watched videos and got some of the answers on his own. So
I was too busy laughing about the Canadian Shield Popeye spinoff.
It's called a parody. I mean, that's all it was. We weren't being mean.
No, we weren't being mean. I thought it was actually a really cool idea.
And if anything, here, talking about that, speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil, he says.
Speak of the devil. Where did I put it? I just had it.
You don't talk about the devil. Foosball, the devil.
So, did that.
That is cool.
So, I was kind of trying to figure out how I put this there. So I did that. So I think he needs a maple leaf on his chest. And I do like there's going to be little bottles of maple syrup. all different maple syrups here.
Yeah.
So he can use special powers. So that's what that's going to be.
So is this the Canadian Shield based on his, or is
this is not Canadian Shield. No.
This is the maple syrup.
Yeah, this is so. I was thinking of doing this as a cover, Captain Maple Syrup. Well, actually, Captain Maple Leaf. That's what it is. And there's no Captain Maple Leaf.
We need to get away from Captain. There's too many freaking captains.
Major
Maple Leaf.
Major Maple Leaf. Yeah, Major actually sounds better because MM. Yeah. So I got him busting out through the wall. I'll have the Made in Canada here, kind of stealing his thunder. And so stop stealing the show. It's my book, eh?
Oh my God.
And this is a total copy from John Byrne. This is a She-Hulk pose, which I thought would be awesome. I'll use that She-Hulk pose and have with the sword or shield. just a real fast mock-up and have him busting through the wall back there. Yeah. So yeah, Major Maple Leaf. There we go. That's what we'll call him.
There you go. Now I want the check in the mail.
I know. Man. It's not just me. You know, maybe I'll make a poster of this or something.
Oh no, we may be collaborating together on this one.
Yeah, Mike. I mean, seriously. I mean, what sells? It's parodies.
Yeah.
Parodies sell, people. It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle parody of Daredevil. You know, the Tick is just a parody of superheroes in general.
Oh my god, the Tick is awesome.
The Tick is awesome. You know, so what is Skunk Girl if not a parody of Squirrel Girl?
We don't talk about that. There's no legal representation of that. They don't look the same.
Yep. It's just a knockoff on the name. It's like the unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Well, I'm gonna make a unbreathable Skunk Girl. You know, it's just
Major Maple Leaf.
It's just fun.
And like, let's. What do you think about every time he gets in a fight, his clothes start tearing off, and then all there is blocking like the visuals bits of everything is just maple syrup everywhere. Kind of like if you ever watched Venture Brothers. Did you ever watch that cartoon?
No, I have not. I've heard of it.
You need to watch it because it's so good. Because there's a lot of scenes where the big guy Brock Sampson is butt naked, but where he's covered in blood, you don't see anything.
Oh wow!
So you could do it where he's just covered in maple syrup.
Cool.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
I got a question for the chat. Do you guys like me doing the traditional more than the digital? You guys like
I'll go ahead and say it as with my 2 cents. I enjoy both.
You enjoy both?
I really do. I like your traditionals. Of course, you know, I liked how you did the Carnage and stuff, but I really like your traditionals as well. I think whenever you yourself are forced to take a lot more time to really focus on where your lines are going, other than where you do it on digital, you know, it's just copy paste or plop or, you know, erase this, that. There's a lot, you know, I did the same thing with whenever I do digital as well. You know, there's a lot of stuff you can get away with. I think there's a lot more love involved with doing traditional with these characters.
And Elric says yes. Trusty says both. Lorenzo says it looks really cool. Jiminy Cricket, howdy mate, says traditional greater than digital. I think that's what that means. Okay. At Eagle 43, not voting on that. Bethany says both. Eagle says both are awesome. I have that same arm reference sheet. Lorenzo Sleece was saying is that, yeah, I think everyone just is agreeing, saying both and yes.
Okay, cool.
And Lorenzo says I really like the traditional.
Well, for tonight, I don't know, my tablet is acting up, so that's why I'm doing traditional. And it might not be a tablet; it could be just my stylus that finally died, which is gonna suck because I could still use my mouse on my tablet. So that's kind of freaking me out. Yeah. So I'm just gonna have to try to figure it out after the show. And yes, it does make you concentrate more doing it traditional because once you screw up, you screw up.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's locked on me, people, is because I'm the only guy doing artwork right now. Josh Chris cannot show his artwork. He's exclusive contract, so he can't show his artwork, which is awesome, but he's here to talk with us. So you have any questions for Josh Chris, feel free to ask Josh. We got Risey here tonight. You can ask Josh. You can ask Risey some questions to embarrass him if you can. You can embarrass Risey.
Hey, pretty thick skin.
Yeah. There's no way you can embarrass Risey.
It's sometimes easy to make me cringe, but yeah, embarrassed. It's a lot harder.
And I most likely I will scan this in, and if I need to do some corrections, I'll do them digitally. If the head's too small, I can make the head a little bit bigger digitally, or if it's too fat, I can elongate it. That's the only good part about doing it digitally. I can just do something real fast. I'm not going to correct it now. I did that once when I did the Comicsgate poster. I drew some characters. They were in scale. I mean, they were proportionate, but they weren't to scale with the other characters. So I said, I ain't gonna draw this again. I'll just ink it up, and then when I go digital, I'll just make the characters bigger. Even the fur, I can fix it up if it's not coming out correct.
Josh, was Thanos right? Well, it depends on what the question was.
Yeah, that's kind of open there.
I think it's like reference to like how Thanos clicked half the world away universe. But I'm assuming that.
I don't know. You know, I didn't really like. I enjoyed the movie. Do not get me wrong; it was an amazing movie. But the whole concept of when he's done, he's going to go farming. It's just kind of stupid. I was just kind of let down. I mean, Thanos is a tyrant that wants to dominate it all, and he does it for the love of death.
Exactly.
Not for the concept of there's too many people in the universe. I need to destroy half of them. No, he did it because he wanted death to fall in love with him.
Exactly.
So I think the question is more, was the movie right? And it was wrong, but it was still enjoyable.
Don't think it really matters at the end anyway, because once Avengers 4 comes out, they're just going to undo it all.
Yeah.
So it'll be, the question will become irrelevant.
You ruined Death Note, and now you just ruined Avengers 4. Dude, God.
Sorry.
Just
Rising.
Oh, I haven't seen Avengers 4.
Spoiler alert. Everybody comes back.
No one's seen Avengers 4.
no one has seen it, and you just ruined it. Oh my God.
Well, the writing's on the wall.
What wall? I didn't see anything. What bathroom are you going into, sir?
How is Adam Warlock going to come and save us all? Oh, that's right. Adam Warlock's not going to do it this time.
Yeah, I think he got written out, didn't he?
He's in the universe, but he won't be in that movie.
Introduced yet? I mean, he was introduced, but he's not in. Yeah, he just made a cameo.
And then with the third Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy on like permanent hiatus for now. The only movies we know of we're getting is Doctor Strange 2 and the new Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah. Which is funny because, yeah, the majority of the ones that quote-unquote died are getting more movies. Like Black Panther as well. Like, it's like, yeah, I still remember watching everyone cry, and I'm like, do you not read the internet? Like, these guys are slated to come back. They're not going to throw away millions of dollars.
Well, the other thing is, too, they're all underneath contract to come back, too. We already knew Chris Evans had so many appearances.
Yeah, Suka just nailed it, though. Brie Larson saves everyone. Yep. She's going to save the whole universe.
Save
the
universe.
Dun, 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 dun.
Flash.
You know, he's
says, I heard it. Adam Warlock was going to be a teenager or something. Oh, that would just be prime, wouldn't it?
Why would Adam Warlock be a teenager?
That's just
ridiculous.
I still got high hopes for Disney with the Marvel Universe, since now they own the rights to the X-Men and to the Fantastic Four. I'm really hoping.
I love the X-Men, I don't even think that they can save it.
Well, no, with the end with Avengers 4 ends the next phase. So we all know that Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., his contract ends. Chris Evans' contract ends.
Yep, Thor as well.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth, his contract ends. I don't think. No, Black Widow, her contract ends as well. It's already been said that Samuel Jackson's not in Avengers 4. So that's that. Yeah, he's already. I think he came out and said that he was like, how are you gonna have an Avengers without Nick Fury? And like he was pretty adamant, pissed off that he's not in it.
Well, I would be too.
He's gonna make a cameo at the end.
And then, so all we got left is the guy who plays Hulk, who never really signed a contract, for so many movies. And then you got, I think Jeremy, what's his name? Jeremy, the guy who plays Hawkeye. I think he's done too.
Jeremy Renner. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard something about that. I think like majority of the first ones are all basically done.
Yeah, so I mean, they signed so many contracts for so many appearances. And then they redid Robert Downey Jr.'s contract for the Spider-Man stuff and for appearances, and gave him a separate contract just for that, for Sony parts. Because they said, okay, you can have Spider-Man to make appearances in the MCU if we can have other Marvel heroes show up in our movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sam Jackson is in Spider-Man: Far From Home, and I'll say that I am actually really excited for Far From Home. I hated Homecoming. I thought that was the worst piece of garbage Marvel's ever produced, even worse than X-Men 3, which was just god awful, and the Fantastic Four movies were just garbage. That was the worst for me. Even my 6-year-old son was like, "Daddy, can we go home?" I mean, that's really sad. Kid who sat through Civil War just to see the Spider-Man scene. He sat through Civil War just to see Spider-Man for those 45 seconds, and he was so hyped. And then you had Homecoming, and he was so excited to see it. And my wife looked at me, and normally I'm the one going, "This is garbage." I didn't say anything because I was too afraid my wife was going to be mad at me for saying it. She looked at me and my son looked at me, both saying, "Can we go home? This is garbage." And I was like, well, we've paid for our ticket. Let's just sit through it and let's just watch it. Now, Homecoming was garbage, dude. Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 were better done than those. And he was a good Spider-Man. He was a really crappy Peter Parker, but he was a good Spider-Man. And I didn't like the Green Goblin character, and I thought what's his face, Jamie Foxx playing Electro was a waste. But those were at least better. At least the Lizard in that one was entertaining, and the whole Gwen Stacy, because you can't go wrong with Emma Stone. You can't go wrong. Yeah. She's hot. So anything she's in, I don't care. She would be staring at a wall, and I would love it for an hour and a half. It's just, she's amazing. She's hot. So yeah, my wife would be the same way too. She would sit there and watch the movie just because she's in it. And look, other people that I did not like Homecoming. Yes, it was. Bleh. It was a great troll. No, I don't troll. I just hate that freaking movie. I'm really passionate about certain things. I hate trolling, but that movie was just garbage. This really weakened Spider-Man in the MCU. It did. I mean, seriously. After seeing that, I was like, this isn't Spider-Man. And this is who is this? Amazing Spider-Man 2. Even to a degree, 1 was pure garbage. Gwen Stacy was great, though. See? Yeah, there was parts of. That's what I'm saying with Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. That his acting was pretty good for a Spider-Man character. Peter Parker, it was just god-awful. It's like George Clooney in the Batman. He was good as Bruce, but he was terrible as Batman.
Mel has a good point. I did like the Vulture as well.
Say, the Vulture? Yeah. See, after seeing Michael Keaton play Birdman, which I didn't want to see it, and then I watched it. I was like, "Oh my gosh, Michael Keaton is a genius actor." Oh my gosh, dude, watch Birdman. I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to like it, and I was like, "Wow!" And then they put Michael Keaton. Literally, he plays Birdman, and then he plays Vulture, which is another Birdman. And I'm like, oh, he's a villain too. Oh man. After seeing this movie, Michael Keaton's going to be a genius. I can't wait to watch it. Let's watch it. And then Disney held back all his reins and said, "You can't be scary. You can't be menacing." I mean, the only line that was scary whenever he was like, "If you hurt my daughter, I'll kill you," and that was it. I was like, "Ooh, ah," that was the only scary part with him. The rest of it just did not make sense.
Yes,
Yeah,
I think I've only seen that Spider-Man movie once. I only remember vague parts of it too.
I didn't even want to remember it. It was just the Disney sucks nowadays. I mean, let's be honest. Out of all the Spider-Man movies, the best one is Spider-Man 2 with Doc Octopus.
Right.
Because him as Doc Octopus, dude, they nailed that character with him. He looked the part. He acted the part. You felt the tension. You felt the anger. You felt the sadness for whenever the wife died, and just him wanting to do this at first for mankind, and then for himself just to prove it, and then going insane. I mean, it was spot on. See, Doc Ock was amazing. Exactly. And then you had Spider-Man 3, and it was just like, ooh.
I like the Sandman in Spider-Man 3.
Sandman was good because he looked like Sandman. They were doing a good job with getting people to play these characters, going, you're Sandman. Oh, yeah, I actually am. Here's a comic that you look just like him.
Exactly
yeah, I
like
do. Thanks a lot. You know,
they tried to jam too much into that movie. Like, it was tons of stuff that they wanted to put in. They're like, oh, this is the last one. We've got to do this, and that. It's like, well, how about you just focus on one part and try to get that right?
Yeah, well, they brought Venom into it, and Venom is such a strong character.
Yeah, but the actor that they got to play him, like that 70s guy, like, what the hell? Like, that is what the show was from, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, after seeing him whenever he had the really bad makeup around his face and he had the sharp teeth, I was like, ew, that's not Venom. You're just pissy. Go away. He looked like Sandman. See, Jiminy Cricket's with me. But yeah, no, Spider-Man 3 was garbage. But I've always said this. I think the guy that plays Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man movie, they should slate him to play a live-action Joker.
Yes, definitely.
His face. Whenever
he was the only good thing about the live-action Death Note one on Netflix too. They got him to play Ryuk.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
William Dafoe.
Yes, William Dafoe.
Willem. Yeah, but
whenever he smiles in
the
Spider-Man movies,
I love it.
He looks just like how Joker looks in my mind.
But he's a Vizier from Aquaman.
He's a what?
He's the Vizier from Aquaman.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it yet either. Got a new person in the chat by the looks of it, Manny, called The Loathe. They clone humans underground, and he's putting in eye emojis. Okay. I'm not sure what. Maybe that means watching.
The moon is an illusion. I guess he's a conspiracy theorist.
Apparently, Manny, I'm not helping your show. I got you 4 dislikes. Apparently, I'm a troll.
No. That's someone else. We know who that is.
That was someone else that was here earlier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Man,
I thought that was over. I didn't know they were still harping on that crap.
It's not going to ever end.
It's like, geez, people, she's only a freaking young woman. Leave her alone.
Mm-hmm.
God.
It'd be nice if some people just stopped watching what they don't like.
Yeah, it's like, I've never left a dislike on any channel yet.
No, it's the most petty thing you can do. And I've seen some videos that really made me angry, and I've still never disliked something.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
I have clicked dislike on videos before, but I've gone back in time. Well, not in time, obviously, but later on and taken it away because it'll eat away at me. I'm like, nah, that's petty. I'm not some 14-year-old kid crying about something.
If I could turn back time.
Yeah.
No, it's like the only time I've left a dislike, and I take it away before I leave, is like on Chester's show or Cross Comics or something. just to tweak them. You know, I remember I was on Cross Comics and I told him, draw Canadian Shield or I'm going to give a dislike. And he said, I'm not going to draw Canadian Shield. I was like, okay, dislike.
Wow.
But before I left, I took it away. It wasn't like I meant it. You know, it was like a little joke.
No, if I give a dislike, I give a dislike. I'm sorry.
He's a mean person. We're nice people, Risey.
But the funny thing is that the dislikes don't really do anything. Like I've said this to people before. All you're going to do is you're going to pique someone's curiosity that doesn't know why someone's left a dislike. So then that person's it's more inclined to go in there, and then it just gives them more views.
And that's fine. I just give my opinion, my 1 cent. Dislike.
No, the record for me is when she was on the program, I had 9 dislikes.
Yeah, Model says they actually help.
I was like, cool, I got 9 dislikes on a video. Thank you. And it doesn't, like Risey said, it doesn't mean anything. So I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it doesn't mean anything. I just do it to be a jerk. So,
Joshua Hughes, can you do me a favor and put that link to the Booster Boy video? And if you guys can go over and go look at that
videos all the time.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that Booster Boy video, please go.
Yes, definitely go check that out.
Yeah. Put a like on it if you guys want. Do whatever you guys want, but just go check it out, please. I want Booster to have fun with that video. Booster did the original I did the original drawing. He did a parody of the drawing, and then I colored it for him. And I made a little video of it. It's going to be the first in a series. I'm going to do a whole bunch of, Booster art that I'm going to color for him.
Oh, wait. Actually, no. Lorenzo's comment just reminded me of something I did do. Because he wrote, if a company goes woke, I'll leave a dislike on their ad. And I didn't take my dislike away from Gillette's ad. Sorry. Not sorry.
Oh, and also YouTube video, the whatever their YouTube rewind. Yeah, I dislike that one.
I didn't even watch that. I'm like, no, I'm not giving you a view. The only reason I watched the Gillette one was because it was all over my Twitter. I'm like, I'm too curious not to watch this.
Well, the YouTube rewind this year was the #1 disliked video of all time.
Yeah, yes, I did hear about that.
And it was the fastest disliked video of all time. And yeah, it was it did a few different categories of most disliked video. It was garbage. I mean, just absolute garbage.
Yeah, I've heard it was completely terrible and just utter cringe. So that's why I was like, I'm not even going to put myself through that.
I did because a whole bunch of my buddies were like, dude, make sure you dislike this video. It's like, okay, cool. What is it? They're like, just watch it. I go halfway through. I was like, yeah, that deserves a dislike.
Jiminy, if you want, you can come on here. You got the link. Jiminy's in the doghouse. Once he goes to the doghouse, anybody in the doghouse can come on, Jiminy. You don't need my... That's an invite.
You just have to be accepted into the doghouse.
Well, he's been in the doghouse from the beginning, I think.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. It's a good thing.
Models. Sorry.
It's a good thing to be in the doghouse.
That's right.
I thought it was a bad thing too when I first seen it. I was like, what?
Okay, you know what? Loathe, you're gone. See ya. Obviously, we're talking about that Loathe guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's still there.
Joshua.
Unless my chat.
Kick him out, Joshua.
Oh, there you go, Joshua. You got the green light.
Kick him out.
He's posting some odd things.
Thank you, Joshua.
Good man.
Yeah, sorry, Loathe. You out.
Yeah. You don't play with the good dog over here. Good dog has his hammers, and Joshua is my hammer tonight. KG would have took him out too. So I could have had Josh Chris take him out too.
I know Josh Chris did take him out.
Oh, you took him out?
I took him out.
Oh, good. You beat Joshua to it?
Yeah, poor Joshua's going to be kicking himself when he finds out that he could do that.
You know, the first time I'm like, okay, you got tree eyes, and then all of a sudden, tree eyes. Like, get the hell out of here with that weak sauce. Joshua said, "What? You stole my kill."
You gotta be fast on this, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh.
When someone says kill, you kill. All right.
Bernard said, what did he say that was so bad? I think it was just the
He was
fact that
just
he was...
spamming the chat. That's all he was doing.
Yeah, he didn't actually say anything other than humans were food or something like that.
Yeah,
so.
he was spamming the chat, putting that damn tree eyes over and over and over again. You're out of here. We ain't gonna play that game.
I was watching you.
Yeah, we watching. That's who watching. We don't play over here. We're a nice chat. We're a nice, very nice chat here.
Got another story. So this weekend, I had to drive my wife's car because she has a hatchback and I can get all my art supplies and everything I need for Comic-Con. Now I can transport it to where I'm going. And my wife hasn't driven my car in about 2.5, 3 years. And my car is a 2005 Ford Focus that's on its last legs. I mean, the driver's seat is broken. The air conditioning doesn't work half the time, and you can't adjust which angle it goes from defrost or fan. It only goes one way, and that's it. It's got bangs, bruises, a whole bunch of stuff that's been replaced, and it sounds real bad when you're driving it. But I still drove it around. Well, she drove it Saturday, and Saturday night she goes, "You need a new car." I was like, "I've been saying that for a while." She's like, "Yeah, we're going to go get a new car." It's like, "Oh, okay, if that's what you want, baby." So all because my wife drove my car, we got a new car.
What did you get?
What did I get? What did she get? She got a Toyota Corolla, brand new 2019.
Cool.
So, yeah, we got a whole bunch of deals and stuff with like 0% APR and all that crap. But yeah, so she got a new car, and I'm gonna inherit the Ford Focus that she was driving because it's a hatchback, and it just makes more sense because of all the Comic-Con stuff that we don't have to keep switching. I gotta use your car this weekend. It's just I'm just gonna take it. I cannot wait till I'm done with these blasted things.
And everyone in the chat is just talking about Loathe and why he was kicked. Now Model 316's doing it. I don't.
Oh,
at least Model.
Really, you Model 6.
Oh, he said, just kidding.
Yeah, everybody in the chat knows, man, you don't play.
We should all choose someone else's channel. We all do that too.
Oh, everybody starts showing up and putting all eyes.
Yep.
And they go, "Oh yeah, it all started on Manny's channel."
I'd never even seen that emoji before.
No, I've never seen
it. I don't know what half the emojis mean.
Yeah, it's like, seriously. We keep a nice clean chat over here where nobody should fear the wrenches until you do something stupid like that.
I just like to how we're like, no one should fear the wrenches. Josh, kill him. Get him out of here. Josh. Get him. I was afraid. That's why I jumped, Josh, because I was like, "Oh, Josh, kill him, yeah, okay."
It's like, seriously. Well, I did do a squad.
I'll make sure from now on I don't pull the kill trigger. I'll make sure Josh Hughes gets his turn.
Okay, so somebody come in with their stupid second their second account and start spamming the chat so Josh can get his kill tonight.
You better be on it though. I got my finger on the trigger. Apparently my internet is faster than your internet.
Joshua needs to feed every once in a while, Model says. Leonard says KK.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Okay. As long as you don't put tree.
No. It's just like okay. I write KK sometimes.
I know he wouldn't do it. Velnet is a good guy. Good guy. So how many stuff have you been doing so far since nobody can see what you're doing? Are you still working on the same thing or are you working on multiples?
I mean, same project.
No, what have you done like tonight? You got your one sketch or two sketches?
Well, since Comic-Con, I took a day off Saturday because I was like, my hand hurts. I won't draw no more. So I didn't draw no more. And then Sunday, I was all like, I want to play video games.
Well, you gotta get rid of those video games, man.
No, man, it ain't gonna happen.
You gotta do it, man. You're gonna be so more productive, much more productive.
I'm productive as it is. Whenever it's time to do stuff, I get to play games like once every week now. You know, and whenever this is going on, I'm going to play it all. That's the first time I played in quite some time. But no, I ain't giving away my games, man. I spend way too much money on it.
Pablo Romero art is being funny.
Yeah.
Pablo is saying crusty comedy classic.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pablo. You funny guy. Pablo said he'd be on our panel, but he's doing some naughty pictures right now.
Uh-oh.
So he says he doesn't want to put that on live stream.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Which is cool. Oh, look at what I'm drawing. If anybody comes into the chat right now, like, oh, what the hell is that? It's a nude body.
Booby.
It's like, oh, that's how I do. I don't go for. You guys know how I draw. I just get my foundation down first. I never go to details. I mean, look at my sword. That's my sword. Does that look like a sword, people? That's my sword right now. You know, not gonna. That's my sword, and that's my maple leaf right there. Believe it or not, just trying to get things in the right place. Take your time. Whenever you guys draw, take you guys time. I mean, the skunk girl that's on the side over here, I want it to be cartoony because it's going to be like a badge, like a club. It's going to be some kind of like a skunk girl club, you know, with a member on it. So it's going to be like a badge. So I didn't want it to be super, super detailed. I just want it to be cartoony. So when they print it up, maybe make it into a badge, you know, a patch will be awesome. So I don't want it to be too detailed. So that's why that one was kind of a little more cartoony, which I like. Cool. She came up what I wanted. And now I'm just we're gonna do Major Maple Leaf right here. So that's the cover. It's gonna be Major Maple Leaf busting out of the wall, and we'll have Made in Canada over here. She's gonna steal the show, of course. And this might be Indiegogo sometime soon with Josh, Chris, and Manny. Who knows? We can go somewhere.
Major Maple Leaf.
Major Maple Leaf.
Eagle 43 says, Josh, Chris, you'll never reach pro status. That is Booster, the MLG of Resident Evil 2. I think that's a reference to Booster was playing Resident Evil 2 on a stream, I think, somewhere.
Oh, that's okay. I may never reach that, but he'll probably never reach my gamer score on Xbox. So,
what's your gamer score?
110,000.
Oh,
damn!
That's more than me.
That's more than mine too.
I mean, I was at 30 something and I quit. Like I'm
done. Like what was it last a year ago? They were like they started announcing like different tiers of stuff, and they're like, and if you ever reach 100,000, you'll get a new shiny medal to go along with your stuff. My best friend looks at me and goes, "Oh, they're gonna have to give something else to you, huh?" It's like,
Yeah.
yep. Because I've been over 100,000 for a while now.
Yeah, I think I got up to like 80,000, I think, but me and my brother shared an account.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like it was like half me. But yeah, I was in a competition with a mate to see who would like beat who. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get my brother to help me with it. He was so angry when he found out. He's like, no, you're at null and void. I'm like, no, we never said that we couldn't share an account. I was like, that was not the terms. It was
Well,
just
it helps
whoever
too
got
that
the account.
there's a handful of games that you can 100% on Xbox in just a few hours.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He went and Googled half these games, and that's how he like started getting a jump. And I started getting threatened because I'm like, how is he getting like tens of thousands in a couple weeks? And then I found out from another mate who he was bragging to about it when we were drinking. And then he told me, he's like, yeah, he's just Googling the best games to get gamer score. I'm like, that's cheating. All right, how do I do this now? But I didn't want to do the exact same thing. So I was like, oh, well, I'll just get my brother who plays games even more than me.
Oh,
Let's see, my wife is an achievement whore, as she likes to call herself. And she will get a game, and then she will beat the game, and then she will 100% the game to where there's no more achievements left to get from the game. So every
Yeah.
Lego game that was ever produced for the Xbox, she has all the achievements for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that takes way more dedication than I have. I'll play through once. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not touching that game ever again.
Yeah, if it's a good game and it's got a free roam, I can probably get into it, but for a little bit longer. But yeah, once I've passed the main story of something, I'm usually out.
Manny over here trying to get me to stop playing my addiction.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get time to play Red Dead. I'm like, oh, it's so like you gotta like put hours aside for some of these games.
Well, I just picked up the new Ace Combat.
Yeah.
And I haven't even played it yet.
do it. Do it.
What happened?
Talking with Skunk Girl Consulting.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
She called me
No.
away. The boss
Gotcha.
called me away. The boss is going to do something.
Boss gonna give it to you.
Boss going to give it to you.
But no, I just picked up the new Ace Combat for Xbox, and I haven't got to install it yet. I got the new Assassin's Creed Origins. I haven't even got to play it yet. Of course, I'll pick up Kingdom Hearts because I'm a Kingdom Hearts fanatic, and I'll beat that too. So yeah, and then I probably won't. I was really excited for the new Crackdown, but I'm probably not going to get that.
To tell you the truth, I was stoked for it too, and then I seen the trailer. I'm like, this is just Crackdown 2-in-1.
Well, the kicker was for me was that they said 4-player, and then they announced this week it's only going to be 2-player.
Oh, see,
Yep.
they just take away too much.
Yeah. So I was like, well, this is garbage.
Okay, wait. Can I break in real quick?
Dude, you the boss. You do whatever you want.
My boss is watching,
Yeah?
and whoever's coming in here, she's going to take you guys out. I don't have
What?
to tell her, take you guys out. So whoever you guys are playing games tonight, quit it. Talking to the chat.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, the boss just took somebody out. The real boss.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. I just didn't want to say anything. I was gonna write it in the chat here.
Yeah. This is a good Christian chat. Good
Gotcha.
Christian thing. We don't bring drama over here. We talk comics, we draw. We don't bring bad stuff into the chat. All right? Carry on. Carry on, guys.
my wayward son.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, Risey Skunk Girl's watching. Always watching.
I wish
No,
I could see what happened. You'll have to tell me later, Manny.
Yeah.
No, you just don't worry about it right now. Tell me later. But yeah. Now I saw someone mention Ace Combat came out. Yes, dude, I'm a huge Ace Combat fan. I love Ace Combat, and I didn't like it at first because it was a PlayStation only. And then when they came out 360 and they said it's coming out for 360, I was like, I'll give it a shot. And when they came out, then they said, well, you can also get the $150 version that comes with the flight sticks. And I was like, ooh. And I was the manager of GameStop at the time, so I plugged it all in, tried it for about 10 minutes, and I said, here's my credit card. I got to take this home. So I'll catch you guys later. And I was hooked. So now this new Ace Combat, the only thing I've heard bad about it is that it's too hard, which I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. I want that.
And say you want to challenge every now and then. You don't want every game to like. That's what I hate is you buy a game and by the end of a weekend, sometimes even a day, if you like really binge it, you'll like smash it out.
Most of these games you don't have to binge anymore, dude. You just start playing it and you're done in the weekend. And you're like, that's it? Well, it's because they only gave you 30% of the game and they want to charge you another $60 in a year for the rest of the content.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm tired of playing that game. Like, not that game, but just the game of, just the hidden
tricked into downloading more content.
Yeah, like Destiny did it. And they're like, oh, look, you'll have to spend extra money for the DLC. And
I knew that game was going to be
and then realized Pluto, that was supposed to be unlocked later on, in like the next month, was actually physically on the disc. There was no download. It was already on there. It was hidden code. And he unlocked it, and he's like, "Dude, this is stupid. You're going to make us. You're charging me for content that's on the disc that you locked." And they're like, "Not too bad."
Model 316 is going to sleep. Good night, Model.
Night, Model.
Good night, Model.
See you later. Hey, you guys supposed to be looking at the chat, Risey?
Sorry. I'm getting sidetracked because some of the I got confused with the trolling in there earlier. I was trying to read it, but there was emojis, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah,
I can't read emojis properly, but yeah, no.
Somebody brought the heat to this channel tonight.
Well, it could even have been me. I mean,
oh, it's not you. It's not you. Come on. It's our lovely person that comes in here all the time, which we love her on this show.
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot nicer than some people on the internet.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just that's not fair.
Oh, like I said, it's just people that need to get a life.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were doing before all this stuff, but yeah.
Eagle 43 says, now I have a tough decision, Kingdom Hearts or Ace Combat. That's easy. Sell a kidney.
What? Oh my goodness.
He may be worried about how long he's going to lose to the games, though, as well.
Well, then look at it this way. I mean, which one do you want to play now? Because you're going to play the other one later. I mean, we don't have any holidays coming up, so sell a kidney. And that's all I can tell you, man. Sell a kidney, donate blood, marrow, something. As my friend would say, there's a corner down the street. You're worth at least $20.
Uh-oh.
Well, Joshua says, I know who Pope Cyberfrog was, Manny. He's good. Lorinda says, you know him.
But what he was saying wasn't nice, though.
No, I was going to say, and it was really weird stuff, too.
Yeah. Even though you know him and he's good, don't come into my chat with that. And then.
Don't do it, Joshua.
If he's good, then wait a night and then let him message Manny or Unbreathable Skunk Girl and explain what was going on. That way you can be unbanned.
Well, I think it's just a timeout anyway. And Trusty's going to sleep as well. Good night, Trusty.
Yeah, then just if it's just timeout, then just forget it. You just come back later on. Life goes on.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's just YouTube.
Exactly. Go to Twitch if you don't like it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Let's see, what did Manny say? I saw you say something, Manny. I'll probably see spoilers of Kingdom Hearts if I don't play it first. Exactly. So Ace Combat, it's going to be the same story. Some Japanese place that doesn't make sense has F-14 Tomcat for some reason, and they're going to have missiles on board, and you have to go blow up such thing as like a mechanical Godzilla. There you go. There's a story plot, but it's the whole gameplay of how you get there. They added weather effects into it. If you go through a cloud, it actually causes issues with flying. So they spent more time on the mechanical side than the story. So this is going to be a really cool experience of a flying simulator on the Xbox or in PlayStation. And then, yeah, you got Kingdom Hearts, which is, of course, the continuation of that wonderful story that we not just have Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but we also have, 1.5, 2.2, 7, DS, Kingdom Hearts, something else, and, it's just like, meh. So we finally have the actual 3, so...
Lorenzo's asking, why isn't there a warning before banning people? They did get one warning, I'm pretty sure.
Well, we already had warnings. I mean,
and everyone usually already knows what you can and can't post in the chat over here anyway. So if he was someone that comes back later, at least he'll know not to do that again, I guess. And then it was Trusty leaving. Joshua says, what did he say that you didn't like? Was it the conspiracy theories or the fake Pope comments? Laugh out loud. Eagle says, that sounds awesome. Lorenzo says, I didn't see anything offensive, but I only caught part of what he wrote. It was just being a weirdo sort of thing. Joshua, I think Pope Cyberfrog was talking about one of NASA's books coming up. Neither person got a warning, says Lorenzo. Joshua says, well, one Model 316 isn't... Oh, no, he's talking about Cult of Raven stuff. I have no clue what either of these people did wrong. Lorenzo.
Don't worry about it. It's done. It's
done. It doesn't matter. I mean, if Manny says it's offensive and it goes against policies of the channel, that's it.
My wife thought it was offensive and she took him out.
There you go.
There you go. That's it. She makes sure everything stays cool.
She's the boss. It's just like my wife, so it's okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
When you guys get a wife, you guys will understand.
Exactly. I don't even have a wife, but I know that you always keep your wife happy. They're very happy wife, happy life.
Wives are very protective.
Exactly, and they're always right too.
I'm drawing over here, so I'm not really paying attention to the chat, and she's the one that told me, this person is doing. I'm like, well, if you think you want to do something.
I heard you saying that, and that's why I was trying to get back to the chat going, what happened?
Yeah. So, I mean, I really didn't see what happened, but I'll just go with, when your wife says something, you go with your wife.
Yeah, that's right.
And Asuka better watch out, because my wife been watching you.
Oh.
And because of that kind of stuff, John Dillard, stop it. No, we're not going to call you John Dillard. Me and Josh have just said, that's Rick Piper, people. Whenever you see Asuka, just say, hello, Rick. How you doing, Rick? Hi, Rick.
Hey, Rick. Wow.
Rick, but we're going to call him Rick.
Is that Rick?
From now on.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll spread the rumor that Asuka is Rick Piper.
Wow.
Because Asuka always has a nice way of saying that my art is offensive. Just recently, though. Asuka was never like this before, so we're kind of wondering who this troll is.
Oh, well.
We're getting trolled hard tonight. What is it? Is it me? Is it Josh? Is it Risey?
That pisses off people. I'm sorry. If I did, I don't care. I'm here to have fun and talk to you all and then talk to chat. And if I offend anybody, I'm sorry, but not really.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You can't please everyone in life. You'll go crazy trying to do that sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're sitting here talking about video games and, and Star Wars, and you may not agree with the same thing, and that's totally awesome, Me and my best friend, we have totally different tastes in video games and everything else. It's definitely not Josh. Thank you, Eagle. I'm just pissing all off. But yeah, there's no need in certain language, offensive material. Boobies are always wanted, but anything else said other than that, it's not needed. It's not, no point.
Asuka says, "I'm not Rick. I can comment. I comment on his streams." And then I say, "I can comment too."
Yeah, I've got 2 accounts too, but
Yeah, I got 2 accounts. You got my real name, which I just put in the chat, and of course I'm Good Dog Press. When I'm on my iPad, which is right here, you guys can see the iPad right there. Whoops.
Yeah.
Yep, the iPad is right here. I got it right next to me, so I can read the chat when I'm not drawing. My computer's over there, so I can't see what's going on in the green room. Yeah.
It's the Manny reflection.
Got the Manny reflection. You got the Santa Claus reflection?
Let's see. Lorenzo says, I've never been in a chat for any channel that times out so many people. We've done what, 2?
2?
Say I've been in heaps of chats where I've seen people get
Hell,
blocked.
go to John Dillard's. On certain days, he bans everyone if you don't have a wrench.
No, he gives them the wrench. It's the people with the wrenches that do the banning.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's tons of channels out there that ban for any reason just to do it, just to be trolls.
Well, some people ban people just to get some going in the chat. The chat gets boring, so what they do, they ban somebody. Well, we don't do that over here. That's for sure.
Josh Hughes, I guess you've never seen John Dillard's streams.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where the heads or tails question started. Oh.
I just want to keep it a nice, clean stream where nobody's, threatened. That's why I don't have all these wrenches.
Except for Josh's. Booyah!
Yeah.
All the Joshes.
Jimmy's talking about John Malin banning everyone. Oh, that was. I don't think I'll ever do that, people.
Eagle says heads or tails is a sacred game. It's not our fault. They don't know the answer. I know. That's kind of what makes the game so much fun. If you have Villenard, if you hail Raven, you are sorry, Villenard. If you hail Raven, you are always in danger of getting banned by the bigots. Winky face. Jimmy Cricket, yeah, that was epic. Laugh out loud. At Joshua at Villenard, not here. I have claimed this chat for the calls of Raven. Lorenzo says that's because he's a werewolf. And then I think that's a wolf emoji.
Oh yeah, it is.
Who's a werewolf?
Another emoji. I think he meant Malin.
Malin. I watched the war campaign the other day, the one with Mike Miller and Edwin. Malin was in the chat. He was going hard. It was funny. I forget what it was called.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue.
So Manny, what was the temperature today?
Temperature today, this morning, was cold.
Oh yeah?
It was actually cold.
How cold was it?
It was like in the 60s, and that's cold for here.
Good dang.
It was in the 60s.
It's gonna be 25 tomorrow as the high.
Oh, the high was. I don't
The
think.
next,
Obviously, it was in the 80s, but low 80s, I think, today.
and then Wednesday, the high is supposed to be like 12.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah, I know. I don't like Kentucky. It sucks.
You know, it's funny you say that. I would never think Kentucky was cold. I don't
Dude,
know.
what happens is it's not just cold, okay? What happens is Kentucky literally goes from 50 to 12. That's what gets you. You know, that's all. So it's like, oh man, I'm gonna bring out the shorts tomorrow, and then we're gonna have 14 inches of snow the next day. It's just Kentucky is in this weird spot where the weather changes so fast. Within a week, you go from 80 to -2, and then back up to the 60s before the end of the week, and it's all over the place.
Hmm. Well, we're going to go to 60 and maybe 80 something. I'm sorry.
No, I need to just convince the wife the way I can come out there and have Comic Con out there.
Well, if you think you don't make money at Kentucky, you make less money here.
Well, I'm just using that as an excuse to come out to Hawaii.
No, it's all cosplayers. It really sucked.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm locked in. I bought my table. If I didn't, I wish I hadn't.
well, dude, I'll tell you right now, if you got time beforehand, look up the stuff that's hot, and people will buy it like crazy.
Well, I got no time right now. Right now, I got to get that books done. I gotta
You gotta get con ready, dude, because you gotta make table.
I got stuff from the last con. I got product. I just don't have, like this stuff. I want to make the buttons for the skunk girl.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'll make these buttons. I'll make little stickers and stuff. So I'm getting ready for a con, but at the same time, I still got to get the Tales from Beyond the Gate done. I still got to start working on Skunk Girl right after that. Yeah, so it's gonna be a hectic year. I mean, that's why I'd never advertise. Oh, hit me up for commissions. I'm like, I got no time for a commission. And I did get a commission last week. I was like, seriously? Oh no, I did it. I did it. So it was unexpected because I don't advertise for it, and I got hit up for one.
Yeah, well, as soon as I get this stuff done, it's time for me to do your commission.
Yep.
And then I have another guy's commission that he's waiting patiently. I'm just trying to figure out the pose for the character. I didn't like the one I roughly did a pose for, and I was like, I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced that that's a good pose.
A pose that you need to do for someone?
Well, the character is Dawnstar from the DC universe.
Oh, I love Dawnstar.
And, it's just trying to find a good pose because I had one where it shows most of the body, and then I had the wings and stuff, and I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, this isn't what I want. I want to do something different. And then I showed him. He goes, well, that's okay. I was like, yeah, I know it's okay, but it's not what I want to give you. Because he's a really he's one of those guys. Anytime he sees me, he gets stuff from me.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't really buy artwork from a lot of people, but he loves the fact that I'm doing this, and he's a big fan. And so anytime he sees me, he's always like, I will pay to get your stuff now. That way, the day whenever you become famous, I've got your early stuff.
Right.
I'm like, man, you just can't ask for anything cooler than that,
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's a fan that believes in me that much and has that much respect for me that he'll just, no matter what, he won't buy anything else at Comic-Con, but then he'll come right up and he'll spend X amount of dollars at my table just to get something to help me out, to pay for table because he knows they're expensive, and that way I can do something else and he can have artwork for the thought of if I ever become famous.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So yeah, I did that pose, and I wasn't digging it. And like I said, he saw it, and he's like, "It's all right." I'm like, "Yeah, I know it's all right, but it was because it's you. It's not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
As much as you've already spent on me, it's not what I want to give you. Usually if it's someone else, you rush it, and you're like, okay, what's done? Give me my money. And it's like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that to you.
JP's in the chat saying howdy everyone.
Hey,
And we've
JP.
got Joshua from the future. I think that's the other Joshua from the future. Because I don't know what H2299 stands for.
Well, 2099 was the Marvel series.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Lorenzo says, I heard that Hawaii is an extremely expensive place to live.
Yes, it is.
And Joshua is asking if you can time out someone spamming, and I can't see that.
Who's
So I'm
spamming?
looking for. I don't think any. Oh, people are playing with emojis, but they're not like spamming them. They're doing different ones.
That's fine. It's not like they're doing it over and over and over and over again. This is why I do not like doing traditional.
What's wrong?
Oh, wait.
The body's nice, but the head's too big. So you know what I'm gonna do, people? It's gonna look stupid as hell. Her head's gonna be too big, but I'm just gonna go with it. And when I finally scan this in, I'll just fix it up. I'll fix the size. Yeah, but this is just for me, anyways. So I mean, this is the original art for the cover or a poster or something, but I'll fix it in digital. Damn it. Yeah, it looks. Yeah, it's a little too big, but I don't want to fix it. We'll fix it in post-production. There you go. But it's gonna look weird.
Well, Manny, I'm going to be honest with you. I was going to say, you might want to move it up so that way people can see it, because all we saw was the forehead.
You see it now?
Hold on. I'm watching on the YouTube side. Let me look at the Google.
The YouTube side is like 30 seconds late, dude.
Yeah, all we're still seeing is the forehead. There we go. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. The YouTube side is super late today.
Usually it is super late.
10 seconds late, but this is like 30 seconds late now.
Manny, I don't know if I should read the chat or if you want to have a quick look at it.
What's going on, dude?
I don't know, but it's now we got a poop emoji in there.
Someone poo-pooed.
Who the hell is this Josh H2?
I don't know. I've seen them around before too, but I haven't seen them doing that much of trolling before.
Why does he have a Raven icon?
Not sure. It could be a Raven member of the Cult of Raven, but I'm not entirely sure.
Let's just put it this way, Josh. If you keep posting emoji, you're gonna get banned.
Well,
yeah, there you go. There's your warning, buddy.
It's a fake account from one of our pros.
Yeah, I mean, let's be nice. There's no point in eyeballs, kissy lips, just and poop emojis all over the time. So it's Joshua from the future. I get what it is, but
it's Joshua. Joshua wants to ban himself. That's what it is.
Is it Joshua though? I don't know if Joshua would be that.
It probably is Joshua Hughes.
It's
Joshua 2009. It's future Josh. So
he just wants to be booted. That's all it is. He's like, oh, let me be booted like everybody else.
Can I ban him? Joshua from the future. Yes, because he was talking about future knowledge earlier, and that's what I seen. Villenard says, "What's wrong with kiss your lips?" It's not that, Villenard. It's just the fact that Manny said the thing about the three eyes before, and now they're just kind of.
It's just don't spam the chat. That's all.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying too. It's just there's no point in that. I'm not just wrong with kissy lips. It's just instead of actually bringing something like questions or chat or just keeping the thread going or just anything, you're just spamming to be spamming. There's just no point. Honestly, you're wasting electricity on your phone or on your computer. I mean, just stop.
We're the adult channel here. Adults having conversation.
Well, having conversation, having good time, quality, just hanging out. I mean, I need to ban my future self to save the timeline. Look, we're not going through Terminator Genesis right now, okay? Just stop, okay?
Don't ban yourself.
Okay, here you go. Here you go. You want to talk about timeline?
No.
Watch Terminator, the Genesis new one, and it confuses the crap out of me with the whole timeline thing.
Oh yeah, it's best just to turn your brain off and not watch it at all.
Here's what my question is. All right, so one, if the Terminator can come back to the past, and there's metal underneath there, could the humans shove grenades in their butts or futuristic weapons and have that pass and come back? That way they could destroy the Terminator.
I have no clue.
Because if it's just flesh and bone, or flesh covering the metal, okay, well then how did the next Terminator make it back to the past? Because he's 100% liquid metal. And then you have Genesis that happens, which screws up the timeline. So here's my question. Is this someone saying yes? Is this John Connor is in the chat? Here's my question, okay? So Kyle Reese, I'm sorry, John Connor sends Kyle Reese to the past to bang his mom to make John Connor. So the John Connor that sends Kyle Reese to the past is not the John Connor that's in her belly.
Yeah, I never thought of it like that.
So the DNA that is created is a different John Connor. So is the future then messed up? Because Kyle only fell in love with her because John made him by giving him the pictures of her, and he slowly fell in love with her picture and all the stories about her. But he sent him to her. So is the John Connor that she's about to have a different John Connor?
I've no clue. I always just thought it was a creepy bloody storyline to begin with. That some guy was obsessed over a photo and there was a son or something. I'm like, no, this is just.
No, after the Genesis movie and the whole mess up with Connor being now a bad guy and everything, I was just like, let me really think about this. He sent him knowing he was his father. Yes, but he sent him knowing he was his father. But Kyle was 6 whenever she was pregnant. And so he sent him to the past to do the dirty with his mama. That way he could be born, but he was already there. Because he sent him there. So he screwed up the timeline somewhere, and at some point it's supposed to catch back up, and we're not going to have the same John Connor, so the future's screwed up. But still, the point is as well, if the Terminator can come back with skin over top of it, could Kyle Reese put a grenade in his butt like they do cocaine and come back with a futuristic bomb or gun of some sort and then kill the Terminator with that?
Maybe.
No, Pablo, so here's the problem, because Genesis is canon. Every time they make a new one, that becomes a new canon because the timeline gets changed. So now you have Kyle, who's 6, and he's a kid before the bombs happened, before all that stuff happened, because he grew up in the underworld part, trying to learn how to go through it all. such an interesting conversation. Yeah, see, you got butt bombs and robots from the future. You're giving people headaches. But Josh Hughes, I need to know. I need to know the truth. This big old stops everything after
I don't
two
think.
fanfic. But it's not. It's canon. They wouldn't keep making it because in 3 it shows us how he gets to the bunker, so it still works. It's just a movie. It's not a movie.
It's a way of life.
I know. You put more thought into this than I've ever thought about.
Listen,
the actual
people have
series.
like these theories about other stuff. I'm serious. I sat there and watched Terminator and was like, I really have these questions now. Why do I have these questions? And I'll ask anybody these questions. You just to see their face, they're like, I'm like, why can't you do that? If he could put a grenade in there and then come out and be like, come on, Terminator, get this. In the war.
Well, I'm just gonna go say he could probably do it.
See, there you go. There you go. See, if the Terminator 2 could come down where he's all liquid metal, then they should be able to bring a weapon somewhere. Genesis is only canon.
Yeah, and if it's artificial, then how the hell do they send back robots?
Terminator 3 never happened because the TV series time jumped over it so that Sarah Connor wouldn't die of cancer before they destroyed Skynet. All right, so there you go. All right, so the TV series did that. I think the new one's going to drop everything after Terminator 2. I don't know. I still, every movie, I think, as whoever said before, becomes the next canon because they mess up the timeline. I mean, you got to remember the one with Christian Bale. They went back so far in the past, like in the 1980s, and then like cybernized that dude, and then knocked him out, and then he woke up after the bombs and everything, and he still thought he was a human. So, and that was technically canon for that time period. So yeah, every time they go back, they screw it up. So this time now they've gone back, and now the Kyle Reese question has really popped up, going, if you did this, it's just it just doesn't make sense anymore. What's your opinion on the Shadow? Like the Shadow, like the dude with the scarf and the really cool hat, and they can go into the darkness and use his guns. He's an awesome character.
Jeez. What the hell is going on in the chat?
It's JP's trolling me, Manny.
Why is JP calling Cyclops gay?
Because he knows I love Cyclops.
Wait,
I like
Cyclops is
too.
No, Cyclops is still normal. Not normal, but you know how I mean. Like, they haven't changed him or retconned him yet. So, I don't know. Unless they have in the latest issue. I haven't read it. I picked it up, but yeah, I haven't read it. But it looks like they're going to be retconning it, so I'm sure they'll change his storyline again. And Eagle asked me a question way back when too, so I've got to answer that for them.
And Pablo and me are still having Terminator conversation. Was salvaged, killed in the late 90s, early 2000s. No, I think it was early in that, man. I really do. I think it's been some time since I saw that movie. Yeah, see, I only watched it recently because it was on Netflix, and I was like, I'll give it another shot. And I was like, I should not have watched that.
Is that the TV series?
How about bathroom layouts? Do you prefer the tub to be in front of the door?
Oh, that's because of the Batgirl image that's around at the moment.
Gotcha. Shadow is my favorite Alec Baldwin movie. Yeah. You know, I liked him in that, and I also liked his character in Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor, his character in Pearl Harbor was really good too.
But The Hunt for Red October wasn't bad.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about that too. With the younger Alec Baldwin. Yeah, that was not bad at all. See, Salvation follows the timeline after T3. Yeah, it does. And then you have Genesis. Salvation wasn't so bad. I found it more bearable than T3. Yeah, 3 was garbage. I'll say it. It really was. I mean, you had a robot that was metal, then not metal, then liquid and not liquid, and then her character didn't make sense. And then then you have the new one. like I said, I liked Genesis. I liked where they went with it, but then the Kyle Reese question came up to my head, and I was like, this ruined the whole series for me. Thomas the Tank Engine is my favorite Baldwin movie. Okay. I need to watch you all are all about The Shadow. Apparently, y'all like Alec Baldwin a lot. I mean,
Who was the lady in that?
say what?
Who was the lady in that?
I don't know. I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid.
It
I
was
didn't
like
know The Shadow had a movie.
she was like the next big thing in the 80s, but then she kind of faded away after that movie. Forget who that was. Quick to the Google search.
Oh, I'll do it now.
Penelope something?
Hey, baby.
Alec Baldwin was Mr. Conductor.
1994.
Who played Margot Lane? Penelope Ann Miller.
Angela.
Yeah, she was in all kind of movies back in the day, and then she just gone.
I don't
Kim
remember.
Curry was in it.
The name's not bringing up anything for me in my head.
All those touchy-feely movies and stuff like that.
She's known for Carlito's Way, The Artist, The Freshman, and The Shadow.
Yep.
And
That's on her
Kindergarten
IMDb page.
Cop. She was in Kindergarten Cop.
I
Wow.
used to love that movie when I was a kid.
She's been on a few things. I mean, she was in something in 2011.
She's
Yeah,
slated for a few things. Yeah, she's still working. Just looks to be not as big roles. Oh, Bernard says Ian McKellen was her dad in that movie as well. Pablo remembers her from Carlito's Way. Jimmy Cricket, The Shadow was 25% good, 75% campy. Joshua, so how many of you are going to participate in the Pope Fire giveaway? There are 2 questions.
What's the 2 questions?
Not sure. What are they, Joshua? If you know them. She's supposedly a psychic in the movie. That's Eagle 43. Pablo, she was really pretty in Carlito's Way. Bernard at Jimmy Cricket, 100% true, but campy in a good way. I'm going to have to watch this movie. The Shadow's opening scene on the bridge was perfection. That's Jimmy. Eagle, I know the 2 answers, I think, at Joshua Hughes. Sorry, my throat. Eagle 43, I watched the bridge scene on YouTube. Looked awesome. And Eagle also asked me earlier to second his vote for Model to become second in command of the Cult of Raven. But I cannot do that because Joshua Hughes, I'm just a normal member in the Cult of Raven. And Bernard says, why do you hail? Will you renounce Raven? Are the 2 questions. I will not renounce Raven. But I think those are the 2 questions for Pope Fire's giveaway.
I hail Bob Ross.
Hail Bob Ross.
We should start the cult of Bob Ross.
Cult of Bob Ross.
Just happy little accidents.
You want already.
Happy little accidents with happy little trees. You just beat the devil out of it if you don't like it.
Beat the devil out of the brush.
That's right. So, Rising, since you've never seen The Shadow, have you ever seen The Last Starfighter?
No.
Man.
I don't think so. Let me Google it. Maybe I have. I've seen a lot of movies, but then I've forgotten the names of them over the years. Last Starfighter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's an amazing movie, especially for its time.
Oh no, definitely haven't. I can always remember as soon as I see like a poster or a cover.
Definitely worth a watch, man.
Alex Rogan was a small town boy with big time dreams, but in his wildest dreams, he never suspected that tonight he would become the last Starfighter. Yeah, it looks cool. And Joshua says, maybe you should watch this video to find out. Winky face, and then he drops a link.
Uh-oh.
Eagle 43 at Joshua Hughes. I demand an election. Joshua at Eagle 43 for what? Eagle 43, the Shadows Sanctum. Alaric, what? I love that movie. Probably,
Yep.
I think he's talking about Starfighter.
Dude, seriously, an awesome movie for its time, man. Manny probably backed me up on that one too.
Which one?
You Last Starfighter.
Of course.
Greetings, Starfighter. You've been recruited by the Star League to defend the frontier against Zur and the Kodan Armada. That is right. That is an amazing movie.
I like the ship.
The ship was amazing.
It looked like a moose with very large breasts.
Sounds like a Wisconsinite.
Ah.
I just like the whole concept of it. Of course, it was one of the very first movies to use CG in that way.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Hello, Manny, Brizey, and Josh.
What's up,
Howdy,
JP?
JP. Good to hear ya. Still haven't finished watching those other 2 videos you uploaded, but I will find that lab.
What are you doing now?
Well, I can't watch it now because then I won't be able to hear the sound.
Oh, okay.
I've got to take into wind effects, all this sort of stuff. You pinpoint locations.
Echolocation by Risey Lee. Oh, yeah, I'm tired of the snow today.
What is
Yeah,
that?
I noticed a lot of it on the road.
I don't think Risey and I have to worry about that.
No.
He was like, "There's so much on the road. I can't even go out right now."
Yeah. I can't go out now.
Oh man, I don't even think I've ever seen snow in real life. I mean, movies and stuff, but yeah, they'd never have snow down here.
Don't worry about it, Risey. You're not missing anything.
No, I hear about how everyone doesn't like it, so I'm like, yeah, I probably wouldn't like it either. It'd probably be cool the first time I seen it, but
It
I'd
wasn't
probably
cool
get
the
upset
first
with
time I
it.
seen it, dude. It wasn't
No.
cool. No, it sucked.
I'm glad I'm not missing out on that then.
I went to the wrong snow. That's why my friend took me to where it was slushy, so it was kind of like, ugh. It's like, what the hell am I stepping in? So then a couple days later, he took me to where it was powdery, which was better. Yeah, the first snow I saw sucked. Yeah.
Well, the problem is you've never had like nice wet packy snow, and then you have the snow block makers, and then you make giant forts out of it. Now that's cool.
Cool.
You spend hours and hours making snow forts.
I don't go outside when it snows. I don't like snow.
I like snow.
No, I avoid leaving the house as much as I can.
It's not a house; it's a cage.
Yes.
And I'm in here for your protection.
Yes, that's what he tells me every night before he locks me in there.
It's for your own protection. Okay.
Thank you.
Don't give me the color again.
And he just goes right in there. It's just like, okay. It's the best.
You actually go into your cage willingly?
No, he tricks me in there. He puts beer bottles in there sometimes, and yeah, you know me. Except every time I get in there and I take the lid off, it's just water. So I don't know why I keep falling for it.
He has short-term memory problems, but that's
I know. I think it's the shock collar.
The shock collar.
Yeah. If I
You know
don't
what it-
behave, I get the shock collar again.
He likes that movie by. He likes that song by Peter Gabriel.
I don't know that
Shock
song.
the monkey.
Oh no. Oh. And Eagle and 43 are having a conversation about elections for the Cult of Raven.
Oh,
Eagle 43 really wants a second in command. And yes, Jimmy's like laugh out loud sucker. Yeah, I keep falling for it.
I'm searching for a good bumper for my truck.
how old is a truck?
That's my Trailblazer, 2006.
Oh.
I've been trying to find a nice off-road bumper, but they're stupidly priced, and I really don't feel like making one right now.
Bill Ned, it's not the female version of Canadian Shield. It was Rick had this. It was a rip off of Wonder Woman, pretty much, and his one was kind of like 40s style, not very sexy at all, and I kind of sexed her up a little bit, made her more sexy. So he called his one the Canadian Wonder. So what I call mine is Made in Canada. Play on words. So that's what she is.
I like that play on words.
Yeah.
I saw the Captain Canuck thing earlier.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's a fan club. Captain Canuck is actually a comic book. It was like one of the first comic books I ever bought. I mean, way back when I was in high school. That's what I bought Captain Canuck off the stand. So I don't know which issue. I know it wasn't issue number 1 because it was maybe like issue number 6 or something. And I actually had a subscription to it back in the day. Back in the days where you could actually get subscriptions from, independent comic book creators. But the subscription ran out. They canceled the book. So they sent me a whole bunch of back issues.
Oh.
And one of the back issues was Captain Canuck number 1, which was super cool. And it was just a superhero story. I mean, nothing special.
I like that icon you had up before. That's
Which one?
Cool. The Captain Canuck Club.
Yeah. But that's the modern version of Captain Canuck. His original costume back in the 80s was kind of bland. Kind of looked like the original X-Men costumes.
Yeah.
The black and yellow ones. It was just red and white. Pretty much a standard ripoff, pretty much. But it was a interesting story. I mean, and back in the days when those independent comics, I mean, they printed a lot. I mean, they sold just as much as Marvel and DC, those independents. They were side by side.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure I bought them at a mom and pop store. Back in the days where you could buy comics from mom and pop stores. Spinner racks.
Sorry.
Huge spinner racks full of comics.
Me and Model were talking on one of our streams about cartoons. Do you remember cartoons?
Cartoons?
Yeah. Not like cartoons, but
Right.
It was spelled CARTOONS, but it was all like hot rod based stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty
Rat
good.
Fink and stuff like that you're talking about?
Similar to that, but I don't think Rat Fink was in there.
Mm.
I'll look it up.
That shows our age when we're talking about Rat Fink.
Yeah. Well, I want to get some Rat Fink models and build one of them.
I remember the artist of Rat Fink. He made these. I wouldn't call them toys. They look more like sculptures.
Yeah.
They were like 6 inches tall or 7 inches tall. Remember those?
Yep.
My brother had a whole bunch of them. I don't know whatever happened to him, but I bet they're worth some money right now. They were nuts. I used to always admire them on my brother's dresser and stuff.
Yeah, cartoons. It's actually back. You can actually get it now. But yeah, Ratfink was cool too.
What is Velnid talking about?
Um,
Powers from an alien abduction. Oh,
I'm pretty sure that was when we were talking about Canadian.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Sorry,
Captain Canuck.
Captain Canuck.
Yeah,
And Canadian wasn't even
yeah.
in it.
Calmly Comics. That was a guy's name. So it's like weird to hear Calmly Comics. What does that mean? It's just the guy who created Captain Canuck. Richard Calmly. Yeah. And it was a decent book. But he said now he's like alien abduction. The new version looks pretty mean. Yeah, I mean they really updated his costume.
Yeah, I'd never even seen him till a few days ago. But there's probably tons of heroes that have gone under my radar.
Well, a lot of cool characters out there that we never see anymore.
Like Captain Caveman.
Captain K-Man was awesome.
Is that the little hairy dude that used a stick?
Yep.
Like club? Oh yeah, I do remember him. Vaguely.
Unga. What was the girl's names?
Oh, I have no idea.
I
They
didn't
were
even
the
know there was
teenage
one.
something. Captain K-Man and a teenage something. Oh, damn.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I remember.
To the Google search. Where's KG when I need him?
He's playing Kingdom Hearts, right?
He's more of a Skyrim kind of guy. Which I have no clue. I've never played it.
Oh man, Skyrim. Oh man, amazing game.
Never
That bad,
played it.
huh?
Amazing story. Amazing game. I lost hundreds of hours playing that game.
I lost hundreds of days, not hundreds of hours, hundreds of days playing
Oh,
COD.
Leonard and Eagle got it. Angel, Teen Angels.
Yes.
Cheers, guys, because I couldn't find it.
Captain K-Man and a
Oh,
team.
what the hell did I just do to my computer? Oh, nice one, Rising.
Where is my ruler? I do not know where my ruler is.
Beyond Trees is in the chat. Hi, how are you? I could never draw very well.
Hey guys, what up?
Oh, it took
Howdy,
me long,
Albert.
man, getting here. How you
Hey
doing,
guys,
How you doing?
I'm doing really good. What do you got? I heard Last Starfighter, and I'm like, I hope there's a link. And yeah,
Uh-oh.
Well, that's pretty good for a youngin like you to like the Last Starfighter.
oh, I love when I was growing up, I loved playing all those Star Wars X-wing games on the N64 and GameCube. And when I was growing up, before I even got like the GameCube, my mom would show me all the movies she grew up with, and one of them was The Last Starfighter. And dear gosh, did I love that to death.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've watched that movie.
I have I believe I have like the 25th anniversary DVD of that.
I've got it on Blu-ray somewhere.
Let's see. I have it on DVD. No, it's been out longer than 25 years, right?
Oh,
Has
yeah.
to be.
But Disney was
Yeah.
actually in the talks to actually remake it.
Oh, I would
Oh,
hate
you
that.
don't want
Today,
that.
if they remade it today, I would hate it.
It got canned.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
They were talking about redoing that
More
one,
reboots.
and they were talking about redoing Flight of the Navigator, if you all remember that one.
Yeah, I remember that.
I love that movie. I would hate them if they would remake that too, because we all know how that would turn out on both of them.
Yeah.
You ever see The Black Hole?
I want to say yes. That's not ringing a bell.
It's a Disney movie.
It is?
79.
Hold on. Let me check that.
Ernest Borgnine was in it.
No, I've not seen that.
Maximilian Schell was in it, I think.
Risey, what have you seen? What do they allow you Australians to watch?
Well, here's the. You got Maximilian Schell as Dr. Hans Reinhardt, Anthony Perkins, Robert Foster, Joseph Bottoms, Ernest Borgnine, Roddy McDowell, Slim Pickens.
Slim Pickens.
He was the voice of Bob.
Damn.
And Roddy McDowell was Vincent. And I thought one of the cool things I would do, like for model building, would do some black hole models. But the ship itself, like on eBay, is like $300 to $500. I'm like, no. I got that for like $12 when I was 10. Yeah.
See, now we just need to ask Risey, what have you seen?
Well, by the looks of these are both like heavily sci-fi inspired. So I used to be really, really picky with sci-fi. So I can see why I've probably seen these at video stores back in the day, but probably didn't pick them up because I was like, I have no clue. Which I suppose that I should have just been more open to watching stuff I didn't understand or know much about.
Have you seen Jurassic Park? Have you seen Deep Blue Sea?
Yes, yeah, I seen both of them.
Have you seen Jaws 3D?
Here's the
Jaws
classic.
3D. No, I've only seen the first Jaws.
That's good.
Have you seen 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I started watching that and fell asleep.
Yeah, you can do that.
Same.
It will do it to you, but you do have to stick through it.
Yeah, no, I've been told that. One day I plan on it. I'm just like, yeah, when I've got time to sit there and risk whether or not this is actually going to be as good as I hear it is, or I'll do it.
Sorry.
Don't worry, everybody falls asleep to that movie.
Have you seen Spaceballs?
What?
No, but I've avoided that one on purpose.
Why?
Because it's just a parody of Star Wars, isn't it?
It's an amazing Mel Brooks movie.
It's a very good parody.
I know.
It doesn't ruin Star Wars at all.
I've ever spoken to tells me it's amazing. And what will happen is I'll sit down, I'll watch it, and I'll probably absolutely hate it because I've been told my entire life that I need to watch it. And there is no way anything could actually live up to that sort of hype.
That movie does.
It does.
That's what everyone tells me when I finish saying.
Well, if everyone's telling you that and not one person has said negative against it, I would actually bet on this one.
Oh, well, I'll have a look around for it next time I got money. I'll pick it up.
It's a very good movie. I mean, it's not going to ruin Star Wars for you. Only The Last Jedi can do that.
No, it's just I think it's the guy with the big helmet on his head. If it's the actor I'm thinking of, I can't stand the guy.
The guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Yeah, and I loved him as a kid. So if I'd seen that movie as a kid, I would have liked it. But like as I got older, I was like, I just don't like your little weasel face.
One you got to understand, he's been gone since after the third Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That's true.
He's
a family man.
Acting.
Oh, I thought I felt bad. I feel bad.
What? Yeah, he had to focus on being a dad.
Yep.
Because his wife passed away, and he had to make a decision: be an actor or
be a
take
dad.
care of his kids. And so he decided, I'm done with acting. My kids are worth more.
Yep.
All right, good way to make me feel guilty.
So now don't you feel like a jackass?
Yeah, I do. And that's why I try my best to avoid questions like, have you seen Spaceballs? Because I'm like, all I'm going to do is upset someone.
Well, have you seen Ghostbusters, the first one?
Yes.
Okay, and what's the question in there? If someone asks you if you're a god, what's the answer?
I don't know. I haven't seen the movie
You're
in
dead.
years.
You just died You just died right there, man.
Yeah,
all right, Manny, if someone asks you if you're a god, what's the answer?
Yes.
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 Okay, Manny was trying to say something to me.
Oh, Manny, go ahead, man.
Check this out, JP.
Oh yeah. I think I saw you had the black hole there, right?
Yeah, the Black Hole MPC models.
Yeah, I had
Oh,
all
nice.
those too.
Yeah, this is from a old comic book, man.
40 cents. Holy cow.
This is from July 1980.
Dang.
Yeah,
Yep.
check out the black hole. There's some campiness to it, but the concept of it was pretty good. And for the time, they're trying to do something based, space related because Star Wars did so good, probably.
Back in the day when they actually drew.
Look at a train.
When they actually took their time.
Yeah, look at it. I mean, it looks like a train.
Yeah.
It wasn't somebody traced over this damn train.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And that's back
Yeah.
back when transport was sexy.
Yeah, this is Vince Colata. He used to be an inker all the time.
Josh Hughes, I don't think we want to have Dr. Rick come in and talk about the Bible and give us relationship anytime soon.
Is
I'll
Dr.
give you-
Rick in the audience? I don't think Dr. Rick's there. I think Dr. Rick went to sleep. It's too late for Dr. Rick.
Mhm.
It's too late for me too.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
We've been at this for 3 hours, people.
And I've got
And
two more jobs.
I did get to do my skunk girl.
Very nice.
That's good.
It's a skunk girl that I'm gonna make a button out of, a little badge. Kind of
Nice.
like like the old times they used to have those clubs, so Superman club, Batman club. So I'm thinking of making
Oh, those type of things.
like a little badge, a little button kind of deal. That's what I'll make out of this.
I remember those. I don't remember fully because I was too young, but I remember seeing about them when I was growing up.
Yeah, a little something fun. I mean, obviously I'm looking at it now. It's like, okay, the eye is off. I'll go fix that on digital. But yeah, I mean, that's the one thing about doing it traditional. See all the mistakes. I'll go fix it in digital, but it came out kind of what I wanted. I'll go fix the mistakes later on. And then after that, started to do this one, which will be the major maple leaf.
Nice. Captain Maple.
So, we're gonna change it. Josh and I came up with, we're gonna change it to major because there's too many captains. So
There is.
major maple leaf.
That actually has a nice ring to it.
Yeah. So he'll be busting out of the wall, telling a made in Canada, "Hey, stop stealing the show. It's my book, eh?
Yeah, eh?
It's my book, eh?
Eh.
Stop stealing my book, eh?"
So you're gonna probably put out a Canadian-based superhero book before Rick does.
Yeah, me and Josh are thinking about it. Why not?
Josh who? Josh.
The Josh that's in the stream right now.
Joshua Hughes?
I thought you were
Nice.
talking about Joshua Hughes.
No, Josh Chris.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Here we go now. Y'all talk about yourselves. I'm just gonna mute myself.
It's okay. You were talking quite a bit there, Josh.
It's all right. I'll just mute myself. I'll talk
Just
to you
wanted
later.
to stamp you down a little bit. You're feeling too cocky there.
man.
Don't bring me down.
How
Don't
dare
bring me
how
down.
no,
How about-
no.
Don't.
One is the loneliest number.
Man, what is this? Everybody over here singing and stuff.
I'm in the mood. No, wait.
So I'll give you a little piece of my life.
No.
Anytime me and my best friend go out to lunch, because me and him work in the same office, so we're always like, we want to go eat today, and so I'm like, well, we'll go here. And a lot of these restaurants, like Arby's and stuff, they have music playing. And if there's a Journey song at all, I will belt it out just to embarrass him. Yeah, just anywhere we go. And when we play Xbox, we have karaoke Fridays where I will just stream music and I will pick the worst songs of the 80s and 90s and sometimes 70s as well, just to see how I can just annoy him.
Well, what is the worst song?
It's been a while since we've done karaoke Friday, so it takes me a little bit to find one. But there's a few Whitney Houston songs that get on his nerves. I love playing.
Ouch.
Nice.
That's repellent.
What could be the word?
Everyone's still talking about Rick silently watching us as we talk about
He was
the
actually in the
Major Maple.
Major Maple.
Rick
Does he have a cereal?
I don't know.
No, I'm sorry. I'll never join the cult of Raven. I'm sorry. I don't
I
believe in
asked a
cults.
long time ago.
Josh, we could start our own cult.
I've already said if we're gonna do a cult, it's gonna be the cult of Bob Ross. So because we're just gonna beat the devil out of it, and that's all. That's our just beat the devil out of it.
We
Little
would,
just
devil with a
sounds
happy little bush right over here.
That's right. Happy little bush, happy little tree,
happy
getting
little
getting
ass.
high on all of life's splendors.
And if you tell anybody that bush is there, I will come to your house and I will stab you.
I'm gonna make this beautiful thing. I'm gonna put a freaking building right in the middle of it that doesn't make any sense.
You see this cloud? I'm gonna put a bush.
Yep. Beautiful mountain. There's a tree.
You see this desert oasis? There is a palm tree with the bush.
You know, though, you gotta give him credit because he did that as just kind of a getaway from everything that he went through with the army and everything, and he decided to talk that way through life just because he was tired of yelling.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense, actually.
The whole soothness of it was because I think he was a drill sergeant or something like that, and he was just constantly yelling and yelling and yelling. And so when he got out, he was like, I'm not going to yell anymore for any reason. And so when he started doing those, that's why that soothed voice came out, because he's just, I'm not going to yell about anything.
That, because it's such, I didn't know for the longest time that he was a drill sergeant, so just to see the fact that this soft-spoken dude with a giant afro would be some guy yelling in your face, calling you a worm. Hey, doggy!
Well, and then you also gave him credit, too, because he had a pet squirrel. So,
A doggy.
do you have a moment to hear about the love of the blue whale? Yeah, talk about my Lord and Savior, blue whale.
Well, we might as well just talk about Jesus Christ by this time now. I mean,
Now, we're all about cults. We're not about real things.
okay. Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
ladies and gentlemen,
Risey, here, let's
Doggy.
Risey, I'm going to test you now.
No, don't do that. I'm probably gonna fail again.
You might get this one.
All right.
Have you accepted? No. Have you ever heard of Jesus Christ?
Yes, I've heard him. Yeah, that's my mum taught me about him.
Okay, good.
Oh man, I'd be in trouble if I didn't know that one.
He'd be like, I haven't seen that movie.
Oh man, that would have been
Because
bad. I should have just played along with it.
But there's
Oh.
so many of them. How could he choose?
I don't know which is my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am out.
Oh,
Manny,
I didn't mean to drive you out, man.
no, it's 1:15 in the morning. I'm gonna kill.
Oh,
It's just gonna be one of those mornings tomorrow. I'm like, oh my god, I stayed up way too late.
all right.
I already saw my wife walk in and out to use the restroom, and I could feel like on the back of my head going, "What are you still doing awake?" So, I was like, so it's just, yeah, it's like I once again stayed up way too late, having too much fun on the YouTubes.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
thanks for having me, buddy. Risey, thanks so much for the conversations.
Yeah, thank you for talking again, bro.
JP, thanks for hopping in. You know,
No
it's
problem. Thanks
always
for putting up with me.
y'all.
So much fun.
I can't ever say your username. What is it? Eric?
Elric, you got it.
Eldrick. All right.
Don't worry, I get people mispronounce it. Sometimes people call me Aluric,
Aluric.
so it's really weird.
Yeah,
But it's
I've called
Elric
you
Yuga.
Alaric anyway.
I don't mind. It's like I don't mind. I've been called everything under the sun when it comes to mispronunciations. It's hilarious and I love it. but I do like to be called Elric Kuka. But if you mispronounce it, I don't mind.
You'll never take us freedom, Eric.
I will take everything from you, for I am Lord Frieza.
Oh, it's time to
Very,
leave.
very nice. Very nice.
I am out. Once again, thank you all for hanging out with me and just seeing nothing from me for another day. I
Always good.
apologize for that, and I hope to God I get these freaking things done in time. So,
Well, you have a nice voice, and it's nice to listen to.
why?
Good
Thank
to
you.
hear it. Yes. Good to talk to you, Josh.
All right, y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all later.
Take care,
All right.
bro.
Have a good night's sleep, man.
All right,
All
see
right. Well, guys, since my computer's not working right,
What?
I think we're gonna call it a night. So
Okay.
Is that your dog?
yeah, it's my little dog. This is Rogue. She is my
Rogue.
mascot. She's on the logo of my comics, Good Dog Press.
Oh my goodness,
She's
she's
the little
adorable.
She's the dog that you guys see at the beginning of all my videos. That's
You,
her.
you make videos?
Yes, please go and watch that Booster Boy video if you haven't seen it yet. It was
I'll have to
fun.
go
making
look it up.
It was a video I just put up last night. I don't even know what it's at right now. You know,
Yeah,
how many
I didn't
views.
watch that one yet. I will be watching that.
It's a fun. It's a short video, and it's a kind of video I know what people do. They start the video, they watch the first 10 seconds, and then they skip to the ending, which is cool. That's fine. There is a surprise at the end. It's a cute little surprise. You know,
All right.
there's some special guests that appear, right, doggy? And my dog is just wanting to kiss me, and I don't let her kiss me.
Yeah, you know where those dogs. People can die from that.
Yeah, we do know where that tongue has been, and that's why you don't want you do not want your dog kissing you or your cat kissing you. That is disgusting, and yeah, like JP said, you can die from it. So don't.
And that's true. That's not even
Yeah.
BS.
Yeah, that is true, people.
It is very true.
Yeah, it's they're cute. It's cute. It's cute that she cuddles next to me and stuff, but I don't let her kiss me. And a few times she has snuck in that tongue and like, oh my god, oh,
Surprise tongue.
you're cute. You're a little YouTube star. What's really sad, my wife took a picture of her and me last week, and that
Mhm.
darn picture on Twitter has like over 3,000 impressions. Like seriously, people.
Oh, I know. Anything with cute animals gets
Yeah.
like likes upon likes upon likes.
Oh yeah. So she gets a lot of. She was so cute. She was sleeping next to me as we were watching Drawn and Quartered. Right? Yeah.
Oh, I love the picture I got.
Which picture did you get?
The werewolf
From who?
from Lou.
Oh, Lou. Oh yeah, you got it. That's right. Awesome.
Lou
Oh, I
Albano.
love that picture. I got to
Lou
get a frame
Albano?
for it. Huh?
Lou Albano?
Oh no.
Lou the illustrator.
I just
Yeah, Lou the illustrator. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It was really good. It was really awesome.
It
Yeah.
was. I
He
mean,
did-
I am really I love Kyung Lee's drawings, but Lou's drawings just I'm like, I want that. I really want that. And I was picked and I'm like, oh dear God, thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
Well, Manny, I'm gonna order my bumper.
You gonna order your bumper?
I'm just gonna get the stock cover stuff. Tired of looking for one.
How much is that bumper gonna cost you?
I gotta get bumper reinforcement, and cover 161.
Not too bad.
I got paid for it. I've been trying to find a good deal.
Nice.
So
Oh.
Ow.
I know you don't really care. I'm just talking.
So I guess Velmead and Unbreathable Skunker are the only two people that I know that actually watch Rick's candy videos. Cute. Jimmy Cricket says hashtag poop mouth. No, don't do that.
Hashtag fart on your dog is okay, but poop mouth.
Didn't we come up with another one too?
What was the other one?
I forgot. It was just after fart on your dog, but I forgot. French? No.
Yeah, it was something about French kiss.
French kiss your dog.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
what? Yeah, because she snuck that tongue in there.
Oh yes, I remember that now.
Oh, she's fast. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I just got French kissed by my dog. Yeah, she's naughty.
Hey, we were talking sci-fi, and I know you want to go, but I just ordered that, and then eBay put stuff up for me. But remember Space 1999?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna build some of those.
You remember the episode where somebody shot the window, and the window was cracking, and then it exploded out?
I don't remember.
That's the only thing I remember from watching that show.
I don't remember any of the episodes. I don't remember. I just know I used to watch it. So, yeah, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
What is Blue Dolphin?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You may want to look that up.
Lorenzo, what is Blue Dolphin?
He might be pulling something from somewhere.
Oh, Blue Dolphin is the safe word.
Oh,
I guess maybe from, I don't know what show that. What show is that? Hopefully it's a show and not what I'm thinking.
Oh gosh.
I'd be afraid to go any further with safe word.
I know.
You know,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I googled it. Blue Dolphin Holiday Resort it's a holiday resort destination. At least there is one named that, so it's probably not the same thing.
Yeah. I knew it was going to have to be that, Lorenzo. I haven't seen that, but I know when people say safe word, that gets to be just a little touchy.
Yeah.
There are other blue things out there you could look up, but I wouldn't make any reference to it on this stream.
Yeah. Best not that happened.
So, Maya would turn into different animals. I remember cats through Space 1999.
Is that your dog?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
You want to see what she's doing? This is what
Sure.
Oh yeah, there you go. Lorenzo cleared it up.
All right. So this is what we do. I just do that. She doesn't bite. And what's cool is I'll get her, we'll just play, and all I have to say is no bite. Like she'll be all crazy. No bite. She's cool. And we're gonna play rough tonight. She just loves to play rough before she goes to sleep. And we wake up Skunk Girl, and Skunk Girl looks at me like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, yeah, she wants to play. She's a good dog.
Okay.
Well, I think you're ready to go, hey?
Yes. So, JP,
Right.
where can we find you, JP?
You can find me at jp4.com, not really, on YouTube and on Twitter at jp4. I should have a jp4.com, shouldn't I?
So if you guys want to watch tanks going around in circles and making things on fire.
I have other stuff there too. We have
Every time I see JP goes live, I'm like, okay, let's see what he's building. He's going around in tanks again.
I built the Y-wing on streams yesterday with Shabby.
Cool.
And I build the models. I do drive time. I got all kinds of drive time stuff up there now. I got a video of me driving into downtown Milwaukee.
Cool.
So, okay. I don't want to be typecast, you know? Elric knows. He watches.
Elric is all over the place, people.
I know.
It's cool.
Thank you.
Elric, I am watching you guys in the morning. Just remember that. I watch everything. I can't communicate with you guys, but I watch everything.
Excellent.
Eric, where can we find you besides Rick's channel?
Well, I have my own I'm at Elricuga on YouTube, but it's just Elricuga. As of right, and you can find me on Twitter with the same spelling. And as of right now, I have a contest going on to name a character I drew that I thought of from my head, and I need character name suggestions. So it's a contest, and by the end of Friday, a winner will be picked who has the most votes. Just so the rules are straight. My vote, I like to heart and hit likes and give hearts to everybody, so my stuff does not count. So vote for your own.
Cool. And Risey.
Yeah, you can find me usually here with Manny. Probably anywhere else where people send me streams. I'll go on anyone's show pretty much if they send me a link. I've no problem with that. And I haven't really done anything with my channel past couple of days, so don't worry about checking that out. I've got to put something up later.
Cool. And I am Manny from Good Dog Press, and thank you for coming to my computer room tonight. Unfortunately, I did not do my usual on live on my tablet. It's not working. I don't know what's going on. I got to go fix that. But we got to do some traditional artwork, which is pretty awesome to do once in a while. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We will be back here tomorrow night, same time, 10 p.m. Eastern, and I'll see you guys then. Aloha all, and go see that Booster Boy video. You guys have a laugh. All right. Good night, guys.